is a presentation of GRS TV.
We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high.
It is still mid-September, but in 9-6A, we start eyeing the standings a little bit earlier than normal. And tonight, we've got two teams that sometimes struggle to score, and they'll duke it out tonight in what might be wet conditions. Thanks so much for being with us. We are at Homer B. Jonson Stadium tonight. Scott Garner alongside Steve Reeves as North Garland and the Raiders coming in taking on a South Garland squad that might be the best they've been in the 5 years that head coach Damaso Martinez has been at the helm. They've got a tough chore tonight because this is a North Garland team that while they only won 3 games last year, they seem to be on the uptick.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the Raiders have a lot of talent. You know, Scott, this is a class that, really been playing together since their sophomore season on varsity. Got a lot of talent there. It's been a tough go for them so far, however. They've started 0-3, 0-1 in district play, of course, and the Titans come in at 0-1 in district as well. So going to be a good matchup tonight between these two.
Should be a really good matchup. And North Garland, oddly enough, they win the coin toss. They have elected to receive, not defer. And remember, this is a North Garland team that does not have the services of God's Power Nawahi, who had started the last 2 years, as you see a very good Damaso Martinez getting set and getting his club ready to go. But North Garland doesn't have God's Power Nawahi. They're going to go with Cameron Shaw at that quarterback spot, who's been a safety for them the last couple of years.
Yeah, and Shaw's played, kind of up and down so far on the season. Had a pretty rough go of it last week against the Owls, but, he's looked really good in the first 2, the non-district games, and they're going to look to get him on track tonight against South Garland, looking for their first win of the year.
So, chance for showers tonight, and we'll see how both of these two offenses manage. This North Garland team only averaging 16 points per game. They're permitting more than double that so far this year per contest, about 34 points as we see Santiago Moreno kick it off. He will kick it deep, taking it around the 10-yard line. Very patient across the 20. This is Green, doubles as a linebacker. It's across the 25, so a nice return here for the Raiders. So the offensive line for North Garland is going to be the strength of their team this year. Daniel Ortiz, Zosa Oneme at the other tackle. You've got Cleaver Hernandez, Anthony Livesey at guard, Matt Gonzalez. And Matt Gonzalez, the quarterback of this team, but Hernandez at that left guard spot, a guy that might play on Saturdays at the Division II level. You'll see him number 58 at that left guard position. We'll see how strong they are. You would suspect that Taurus Rucker would come out and run the football and do it a lot early in this game. We'll see. Cameron Shaw, the quarterback, 5'9", 200-pound junior. Only thrown for 150 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. Trent Hill, really good hole as they run inside. Hill, the senior, averaging close to 7 yards per carry.
Boy, nice start for the Raiders there. As you said, the straight handoff right up the middle. Good blocking there as you saw the guard and the tackle come across, push their guys inside, and a nice run there, as you said, for Trent Hill to start it off.
Second down and short, nice run there. North Garland, 179 yards per game. South has not run it as well as they want to, but this is a better South team than what we have seen recently. Second and short. Teams like to go to the air, and they will. Shaw kind of sidearms it out to Hill, who comes up out of the slot position. Christian Eason, I should say, who makes the catch. Short pickup of 2, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, nice, safe little pass to really try to get Cameron Shaw in the flow of the game. You're going to see that drop back there. They're just going to run that little out route in the flat area right there. A good, easy throw. Christian Eason, as you mentioned, with the catch, and they've got first down yardage.
He's big, he's fast, started last year, but got hurt early. And another first down run to Trent Hill. Second time they've given it to him on first down. trying to stay ahead of the chains. They like Hill. He's hungry. He's a hard worker, both on the field and in the classroom.
Well, you're going to see on the replay here, nice push up front by the defensive tackle there, number 48 for the Titans. A really nice play by Eric Benavidez, and boy, short gain on the play and good penetration that time.
Yeah, Eric Benavidez, Roy Torres will platoon at that 3 technique position. RPO, Cameron Shaw showing us the speed. The third level to the sideline. Big run for Shaw in the red zone. 39 yards on the scamper for Shaw.
Boy, a perfect read by the quarterback here. As you're going to see it collapse, he brings it in there. You saw that defensive end coming down, and he just takes it and gets outside. Boy, great run that time by the quarterback. He did the exact right thing there in the right play.
Again, a first down run. Doesn't render very much here for Mateo Howard, who gets his first touch. Jeremy Jaola out of his Mike linebacker position to stop.
Yeah, and they'll look to use Mateo Howard quite a bit tonight. Again, he's one of those seniors that, 3-year letterman on the varsity, and they're going to try to use him a lot tonight if they can get to it.
Can not only run the ball, he's got 7 grabs this year. He's the leading pass receiver. Howard with a lot of grit. We see a lot of great finishes of runs. We've seen that in years past. Out of pistol, Trent Hill with a stretch handoff on 2nd and 10, and he picks up good yardage here with a flag coming out. This one looks to perhaps be coming back, but Hill ripping off a 13-yard scamper.
Yeah, that was a nice play design again. As you said, the pistol formation. About 6 yards deep was the running back that time. Straight handoff, nothing fancy. Good blocking there on the left side of the line, but we'll check the penalty.
Joe Greer, our official.
Blocking the back. Offense, number 5, 10 yards. First down.
First penalty of the game between the two teams. A block in the back here on the edge.
Yeah, here's a look at it. Look at that block outside. And he just cuts it out, gets as much as he can, but again, all for naught as that's going to move him back.
Mark it off from the spot, 2nd down, 15. Shaw tucks it early. A flag coming in perhaps for holding. Instead of sliding, he decides to challenge T.J. Wilkerson, who's the best tackler in the secondary, playing for an injured Alex Orta. Short of the first down, a nice run, but he took a hard hit.
Yeah, here comes the penalty call.
Holding. Offense, number 54, 10.
So back-to-back explosive plays being negated because of penalty.
Yeah, you saw that time a 3-step drop by Shaw, but that pressure came up. Here it comes right here on our replay. There's his drop. That pressure comes quickly, so he just steps up in the pocket, gets what he can. Nice little hole up the middle, but again, all for naught is a 2nd consecutive penalty is going to push him back.
Taurus Rucker likes the fact that Cameron Shaw last week in the 4th quarter in that loss to Garland 41-7 really made some nice plays. He's going to have to do something here. It's 2nd down and close to 25. Heaves it to the end zone in single coverage. Had a shot that time, but through the hands of the aforementioned Mateo Howard at the goal line.
Yeah, they had that one set up well. You saw a 5-step drop by Shaw that time. Just a post route by Mateo Howard. And I'll tell you what, it looked like they were going to connect on it. Howard just sees it at the last moment right there, reaches up a little overthrown. But, boy, right play call and a great route by Howard.
Nice throw there by Shaw, put it on the money. And that's what Coach Rucker had mentioned. He's starting to hit guys, starting to be a little bit more accurate with the intermediate throws, the deep throws, going through his read progressions. It's taken him about 3 games. A converted safety rolls out here on 3rd down and 25 and throws it between 2 guys, just kind of lobs it up. And I don't think Howard was ever open on that play. Del Real Sinclair, the defensive end, with some good pressure that time on Shaw.
Yeah, and again, Scott, you and I are on the same page. I totally agree with you. Nice play design there. They get him outside of the pocket right there. He rolls out, but Howard never really open, and I'm not so certain Shaw didn't just throw that one away.
4th down and forever, and generally in 2023 at the 32-yard line on the plus end, you're probably going to go for it on 4th down. But it's so long here, over 20 yards, that they're going to go ahead and punt this thing away, play some safety here. And South Garland is going to be pinned inside their 10-yard line. And nice punt by Maddox Lopez.
Yeah, nice job of getting that punt really high. It allowed the punt team there for the Raiders to get down, and as you said, down and inside the 10. So Titans coming up here, Scott, but they are starting deep in their own territory.
It was interesting. North wanted to take the ball, and they ended up maintaining the field position. As you got a chance to look at Davaso Martinez, who's in his 5th season, has not taken this club to the playoffs yet, but he really feels like even since 2020, when they got off to such a great start, won their first couple of games, couple of big wins, this is the best team that they fielded.
Yeah, no doubt, and you know, they've come on some hard times in district play, but again, the talent's there. They keep getting better every year, and yeah, they're looking to make a playoff push this year.
Rodrigo Romero changing direction as Sadi Adie, the defensive tackle, making the play there from his 3 technique spot.
That's the way to start off with the run there. You saw that handoff. He's going to come to the right side of the line. Pretty good blocking up front. A nice gain of about 3 yards on that first down carry. I like the way they started, and a nice play call there deep in your own end.
Jaden Hollins, the quarterback, he's thrown for about 100 yards so far. This is an RPO as he doesn't tuck it high and tight, held it loose. Brian Chotu, the safety, comes up to hit him, stopping him 5 yards from the sticks.
A little bit of happy feet there from Holland. Perhaps there's a snap, and you're going to see it. Just like you said, tucks it and runs. Boy, a good job by number 1 that time. Brian Chotu to really just kind of stand his ground, make sure that, you know, he's there to make the tackle.
You're going to see a lot of power. You're going to see a lot of RPO off the power look. And, you know, if they can get some yards on first down, they can use the play action. But they don't want to put a lot on Jaden Holland, who has become kind of a game manager for this team. This is in the flat on a quick out on 3rd down and 5, and Ramon Franco catches his 3rd ball of the year. Nice throw, nice catch against some soft coverage there to pick up 7.
Yeah, no doubt. And a great play call there by the Titans. You know, just like I mentioned with Shaw on the North Garland side, you know, a nice safe pass for the quarterback right there. Again, just that quick out route. He picks up enough yards for the first down. Nice play call.
55-45 run-pass ratio they're expecting. They want him to stay in the pocket a little bit more, but he tucks it here under big-time pressure, and down Holland goes. The defensive front so good. That time, Braylon Smith, the defensive tackle, the leader of that defensive line, comes up with a 2nd sack.
Boy, Smith stayed with it that time. You're going to see Holland, a little bit of pressure right off the bat, escapes that block of the tackle, makes the sack there. A big play for the Raiders.
Big play and a big loss with that sack, too. Boy, that hurts. 2nd and 25. Holland again from his end zone this time. Underneath to Jonas Brown, who might be the best athlete at wide receiver. And you see him break a tackle, change direction, picks up a first down. He may be gone. A block. He's got to hurry. Can't get gas now. Touchdown. 95 yards. Jonas Brown, his 4th touchdown of the year.
What a fantastic play call. So they sent people deep there, the wide outs, and you're going to see him drag across the middle right there, make the catch. And then, as you mentioned, just a great athlete. He makes a couple of people miss here for the Raiders. Then it's off to the races. Picks up a great block coming up here downfield as well. Watch this block coming up on number 4. And he's able to get it to the end zone.
And we look back down at the 10-yard line, and a flag
Personal foul.
has been thrown.
Offense, number 77. Half the distance. First down.
How about that? Brandon Sierra, who has been coming on strong as of late, who's got terrific footwork at that tackle position, called that time, and it will negate a 95-yard touchdown.
Boy, that was just the spark the Titans needed to start this game. And what a shame that it gets called back by a penalty. You know, kind of one of those interesting penalties as well. You know, typically you'll see a holding call or, you know, an illegal block, something like that. But, you know, a personal foul called right here. Don't know exactly what happened on the play, but boy, really rough for the Titans here on this first possession.
Well, he pancakes Braylon Smith in the top left corner of your screen. We lost him there. But apparently after the pancake, maybe he went over and stood over him. I'm speculating, but that generally is what happens.
Boy, what a tough play there for the Titans. Again, that was really the spark they needed. A huge pass play there, and now they're back in their own end.
Yeah, RPO here, and look out. This is going to turn into points the other way. The very next play on a safety. Willis, the defensive end, a tackle in the end zone.
Boy, and how about that turn of event? So you think you're going to have a 7-0 lead, and then as you said, the first play after the penalty, there you see the penetration from the outside. He's able to make the tackle in the end zone. That's going to be 2 points for the Raiders. So that's a 9-point swing in one play.
I can't remember I don't know if I've ever seen a 9-point swing in 2 plays. When's the last time you saw a 95-yard throw and catch, and then it was negated, only to see a safety the next play?
I've never seen it in my life. So very interesting, and like I said, you just feel bad for the kids. Again, you got to remain disciplined in these games, and that one, it looks like, costs the Titans.
Damaso Martinez is wondering where that officiating crew in that Texas-Alabama game from last year was. They didn't call it a safety.
Exactly.
Well, they're going to kick off from their own 20, 2-0. We thought it was going to be quickly 7-zip, and now it's 2-0 the other way, and North Garland gets the ball.
Just, again, one of those turnarounds that, emotionally for these players, how do you recover from that? That's what's going to be interesting to see here. The Titans also, of course, due to the safety, have to kick off to the Raiders. So, your defense needs to come out here, make a big stop after that big, kind of change in scoring, if you will. And, again, we'll see how the Titans react to what just happened.
Boy, weird turn of events here. This is on the ground. It goes out of bounds. That'll be a procedure penalty. See where they decide to put it down. Got a couple of options here. You can make them re-kick from the 15, which...
Kick out of bounds. On the kicking team, number 9, 5 yards, re-kick.
Yeah, they're going to make them re-kick. They could have taken it there plus 5 yards.
Yep.
But they elect to go ahead and make them re-kick.
Not a bad option to have them re-kick again, especially from where they're having to kick from. As you mentioned, now they'll be standing at their own 15. Of course, on these, kick after a safety, it's your option whether you want to kick from a tee or punt. It looks like the Titans are going to use that tee just like a kickoff. And as you said, probably a pretty good call by the Raiders to have them re-kick it here.
Tell you what, I would not want to be in that film room when they look back at that touchdown, the 95-yarder that was not. Man. South Garland to have to kick off now on their own 15. Again to the sideline. And again, it goes out of bounds.
And if I'm the Raiders, I push them back 5 more here. But let's see what they do. It's going to be pretty good field position if they want to add the 5 to the end of the play.
Number 9, 5 yards, re-kick.
Yeah, they're going to have them re-kick again, so kick it from the 10 this time. Again, being a little closer there, they would have been around the 40-yard line to start. So, one of those, again, pick your poison, I guess, but they're going to have them kick from the 10.
This may turn into 10 Cup.
It's a great point.
See if we can get it in bounds here. Ramon Franco, who's kind of the do-it-all guy. Good pass catcher. He also plays safety, kicks off, left-footed. I assume left-handed. That's a bullet knocked down by Trent Hill, who's a running back. He knows what to do with it. They set the edge. I thought he was going to be able to break it out to the wide side, but they'll stop him inside the 30.
Well, I tell you, at that time, Scott, Franco, the last 2 kicks went out of bounds. And so, that time he just wanted to line drive that thing. It was potentially too low because, as you mentioned, number 2, Trent Hill, able to get his hands on it. So look at the field position for the Raiders. Now they're going to start inside the 30-yard line of the Titans. Great field position.
I'm still trying to get over the penalty, calling back the 95. I guarantee you that sideline is having a hard time dealing with it.
Yeah, and that's why I said, it's going to be interesting to see how the Titans respond to that. It really wears on your psyche. You think you have the 7-0 lead, and now all of a sudden, things have quickly changed.
Shaw with an RPO, and he sees a hole, and he pulls it out late. He knows exactly what it is. Does a really good job at the mesh point, picking up 4 yards here with Galdames, the defensive end, making the stop.
Yeah, he had his option right here, but you saw that defensive end start crashing down. So that's why he, decided to keep it, and he ends up making the tackle as well. Good play.
Shaw's going to go deep. Little sidearm toss deep. Oh, he got tackled in the end zone, no doubt. A penalty on Brennan Borner with the pass interference there as they tried to hit Eason on the go route.
Yeah, pretty easy call here for the officials. And, you see a lot of quarterbacks do this. They've got that one-on-one isolation out there. They're going to take a chance, thinking, hey, either my guy's going to catch it or potentially a pass interference
Defense,
penalty.
number 8, 15 yards, automatic first down.
Boy, it's been a litany of mistakes here by South Garland. Another one here, another penalty. This is what, their 5th of the game already? We played barely over 6 minutes.
Yeah, the one thing the Titans going to have to clean up if they want to stay in this game.
If you turn this game on right now and you see that North Garland's about to make it a 2-score game, you would have no idea that South should have been up a touchdown about 3 minutes ago. Stretch again, this time to Hill, but South Garland doing a really good job of flowing to the short side. They got Ruben Ontiveros in there first, who makes his 24th stop. He's perhaps the best tackler on the team.
Yeah, as you said, trying to stretch it out here. Straight handoff to the running back right there, but boy, the Titans do a great job stringing that thing to the sideline, able to get off the blocks and make a good tackle.
And the defensive line, the strength of South Garland. They've got good DBs as well. What's interesting, South Garland does not have any sacks this year. Looking again, this time underneath. Ball juggle, Mateo Howard with a really good catch, but he pays the price being tackled inbound. That was a nice job by Howard, the senior, who ends up getting gobbled up by T.J. Wilkerson, forced to the sideline.
Yeah, quick throw out. Nice job of concentration there by Howard. You saw that based on our look from our camera crew right there, just kind of, one-handed up there, controlled it, came down with it, but as you said, kind of paid the price at the end of that thing.
T.J. Wilkerson, a guy that did not start this year as the starting safety.
Timeout. North Garland, it's their first of the first half.
North takes a timeout. We're going to take one with them real quick. 2-0 ball game, 3:47 to play, late first quarter on GRS TV.
The mission of Garland ISD is to provide an exceptional education to all its students. We are a diverse community spanning 3 cities, educating more than 50,000 students across 71 campuses. No one person makes a school district great, and yet it's the great effort of each individual that spurs us on to excellence. For 100 years, we've held a tradition of excellence, but it's only the beginning. Students.
Mild afternoon, evening here in Garland compared to where temperatures have been the last 4 or 5 weeks. As we come back, it's 3rd and goal in a 2-0 game. North Garland trying to add to it late first quarter. 3rd down and goal. Shaw keeps again. He's got a hole down to the 3. It gives Taurus Rucker, the head coach, a chance to make a decision here on 4th. Del Real Sinclair saved the touchdown.
Yeah, I think the quarterback made maybe a little bit of a mistake there. They had the wide side of the field to work with. He probably should have kept it to the right.
They went for it, handed to Trent Hill, and he powers his way off left guard for the touchdown.
Well, they come back with that handoff to Hill, and he is into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown run. Well, nothing fancy there, just right there to the left side of the line, went right behind the left guard and left tackle and puts it in for the touch. Here's the look at the replay there. There it is inside. Which is a great job by that left side of the line and able to spring him into the end zone.
North Garland trying to see if they will set up the swinging gate properly. Right now, Jariah Kaufman, I don't know if you saw that, Steve. Jariah Kaufman, number 37, backup backer.
South Garland.
He was limping off. I wonder if that's why they called the timeout or if they just didn't like the alignment to the swinging gate.
Yeah, good question. It could be one of either. Typically if there's a player limping like that, they'll get an official timeout, not have a charge timeout. But yeah, I'm with you on that. They must have saw something they did not like on that extra point. Would have been a It's kind of one of those, things you wonder, well, should we use a timeout here on an extra point attempt? But it looks like the Titans have done just that.
That was not a long timeout. I will say that. They are back out there.
30-second timeout, right?
I guess. They charged it too. Both teams have been charged now with a timeout.
Yes, they have.
Here in the first quarter. And the left-footed boot of Maddox Lopez makes it 9-0, 3:24 to play here in the first. North Garland a 9-0 lead on GRSD.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Very strange start tonight as we get a chance to see the Palm Squad for the South Garland Titans, who are looking for their third victory of the year, but their first in district competition. South Garland comes in 2-1, but 0-1 in district. Meantime, North 0-3 and 0-1.
Yeah, I think so far the Raiders are getting exactly what they want, especially with that touchdown for the Titans being called back. But, they're keeping things on the ground. They've made good yardage so far on the ground, and that's certainly what they want to do, try to establish a run here early, and they have done just that.
Kind of deceiving because the yardage right now leans in favor of North Garland, 64 to -3. But remember, South Garland had a 95-yard touchdown pass called back on a personal foul, a play that happened way away from the play. Brandon Sierra, the tackle who got called there. Maddox Lopez will kick it off, but we've got a flag before the boot. You don't see that very often to stop the kick.
Yeah, I think you're going to get a delay of game called here.
Delay of game. Kicking team, number 50, 5 yards, re-kick.
That's the third penalty we've seen on a kickoff tonight.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, we saw 2 kicks out of bounds, and there's your third one right there. So special teams need to do a little bit of work.
Well, the good news for the Titans is the fact that, hey, it's still early. You're still very much in the game. You should be leading the game. I'm sure that's what, they're talking about on that South Garland sideline with head coach Damaso Martinez. They'll get the football back for the second time. They ended up forking over a safety after scoring on a 95-yard touchdown pass on a little drag route underneath where the wide receiver Jonas Brown ran pretty much 95 yards, but he got called back. And then the very next play, North Garland tallied the safety, and since then the field position has leaned in favor of North Garland. The kickoff is muffed. This won't help things. Jonas Brown, here he goes. He's got speed. He showed it on the play that came back. He got hit. I thought he might have lost the ball, but he gets across the 40.
Boy, and I tell you what, the kicker saved the touchdown. That was number 60 with the tackle. I thought they were really going to be in a good position here, but when he muffed the kick there, I thought, oh, great. But look at the hole that gets opened up. That great block right there in the middle of the screen. Here comes your kicker right there to make the tackle, number 60. And there is the kicker right there. Boy, that was a great block in the middle of that really sprung him for another 15, 20 yards. And I'll tell you what, the Titans have good field position to start this time.
North Garland won big last year. Slant pattern, not a good toss that time by Jaden Holland. He had Mariano Flores wide open early.
Yeah, he was definitely open. Don't know if that pass may have slipped out of Holland's hand. You can see him rubbing his pants right there. May have slipped that time. Ball may be a little wet tonight. Of course, we had rain here early this morning on into the afternoon, so it could be a little bit of a wet football as well.
Second official pass from Holland. Only 6 tonight from the two teams. And we got a procedure before the snap here. Penalty riddled first quarter.
Yeah, I was just going to say, penalties are really hurting the Titans.
5 yards, second down.
Second down and 15 now. And the Titans have had bad field position up until this point. And Again, as we mentioned, this South Garland team winning the first 2 weeks. They beat R.L. Turner 63-34. Then in a slugfest, outlasted Irving 14-10 in week number 2. It's a power run to Reuben Davies, who's got room, gets to the edge, gets bumped out by Javius Green, the outside backer, that Raider, and picks up 9.
Yeah, by virtue of the penalty, I think he got 14 that time, Scott. And I tell you what, a counter play here, as you see him come back to the right side. Boy, nice hole opens up there. Thought he was going to get the first down, but they're going to mark him about a yard short.
14 indeed after that scamper. Reuben Davies, a guy last year that played a little inside slot. He had 29 catches, kind of a converted wide receiver. They'll hit Jonson here for the first time on 3rd down and 1. Nice play design to get into Raider territory. Zarin Willis makes his second tackle of the first half.
Yeah, really like you saw Holland earlier, in the series with that slip out of his hand. So they're just going to play it safe. That nice quick pass out there. Gets the running back out there with the lead block, and he's able to spring it for the first down.
Yeah, that was Reuben Davies. Jaden Holland operating here. Stacked receivers each side. Good block again, this time by Davies on pass protection. There's a ball juggled by Flores and caught for a first down to the sideline before he's wrestled down by Josiah Rodemaker, a cornerback. 12 yards on the connection.
Yeah, interesting play here. You're going to see him roll out a little bit to his right. They ran that same play that they ran on the touchdown. You see him coming across the middle right here. Nice concentration as he tips it to himself and able to get good yardage there on first down.
Chotu came down from his safety spot, hit him, spun him around, but couldn't get him down. Flores, Brown, and others really good taking a hit and keeping their balance. First down, they flush out Holland. Got to make a play here, trying to turn the corner. Picks up decent yardage with his feet. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Got shoved out by Braylon Smith, who provided some good pressure that time too.
Yeah, sure did. They had a double wing formation that time, and you can see the straight drop back there. Gets pressure almost immediately, rolls out to his left. Gets some pretty good yardage there. But I tell you what, he had some receivers downfield if he could have just held off and been a little more patient.
Smith can play inside, outside. South Garland has done a good job against the blitz here early on, and the Raiders have shown the propensity to utilize a run blitz. 3 yards here to set up 3rd down and short.
Well, and right on cue, talking about the blitz, watch a draw play right here to the running back. They're going to hand it off. Makes a man miss. Another nice spin move. Gets outside. Picks up pretty good yardage there. 4 yards on that 2nd down carry to set up 3rd and short.
It's Braylon Smith again. 2nd straight time he's made a play. This guy that can fire off the ball. Again, 4-2 nickel. South Garland picked up the blitz, but Smith hot on his trail again. Holland trying to throw it away. Boy, they're calling, they're hoping for a grounding call. Andre Ortega ended up making the play. The officials will talk to each other here. Our lead official, Joe Greer, looking at the head linesman, Armando Ramirez, still no flag.
Well, I'm not sure how that's not grounding, but Holland there escaping for his life. Really needed to get that ball away when he saw nothing was there, and you saw just kind of that underhand toss. No penalty, so it looks like it is going to be 4th down.
Generally, the ball's got to pass the line of scrimmage.
I don't
understand that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. That's exactly why I thought for sure we'd see the flag. Now, they are still talking about it, but.
For it not for Taurus Rucker lobbing, I'm not sure they would have let. Now they finally pull it out for grounding. Not sure what the discrepancy was there.
Intentional grounding on the offense. Number 2, spot foul,
Loss of down.
Lost it down.
Thanks for the help there, Scott.
Yes.
Yeah, and that hurts the Titans in more ways than one. They would have had a 4th down and 3 if that would have been ruled, just an incomplete pass. The Titans probably going for it, but by virtue of the penalty and the loss of down, they're going to have to kick it away now.
After that pass, they deserve to kick it away here. I can promise. Did you see that? He had his back to the line of scrimmage trying to toss that thing.
Exactly. That's why I'm with you. I don't know what took them so long to throw the flag there, but they got it right in the long run. Pressure,
little contact. Don't see a flag. It's a really good punt. Looking for a coffin corner. They'll pin him inside the 20.
Yeah, fantastic punt. He did exactly what he needed to do there. Got it off the side of the foot, angled it, of course, to that out of bounds. And as you mentioned, right at the 5-yard line. So great job by the Titans there. But again, another missed opportunity as they had, again, a 3rd down and short there, not able to convert.
Nice job by Ramon Franco to boot it 35 yards, but the effectiveness really is in the pinning 95 yards away. North will start with their worst field position by far. It's only the second time they've begun a drive on this side of midfield. We're still late first quarter. Cameron Shaw coming back out, trying to add to a 9-0 lead. Hill. Boy, look at Hill use those blockers. Hill is really good. Trent Hill, senior, 5'9", 215. I love how he runs with patience. Eric Benavides picks up his first tackle. That's his 4th of the year.
Boy, if you notice the offensive line on that last play, and again, we're probably not going to get a replay here, but wide splits by your offensive lineman. So there, again, here you can see it right there on the line. Look how far basically the center and the guard is on both sides. They've got those wide splits out. They're really looking run here in this situation. We'll see what they do.
2nd and 6. 5 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to let it run out.
So at the end of 12 minutes tonight here in Garland, North Garland with a 9-0 lead against South on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
With Garland with a 9-0 lead, we played one here at Homer B. Jonson Stadium. These two teams both looking for their first district win of the year, averaging around 20 points apiece. And so far, the run game has been somewhat fortuitous for a North Garland squad that thought they were going to be down 7-0 early as a result of a 95-yard pass that happened to be called back, subsequent to a personal foul penalty being called on the South Garland right tackle on a block that occurred, and then a little extra way behind the play. And then the very next play from scrimmage, North Garland comes up with a safety, and they took a 2-0 lead and took advantage of a punt deep. They've got a 9-0 advantage here through the first 12 minutes.
Yeah, you saw the stats even out a little bit as we got towards the end of the first quarter. At one point, with about 3 minutes left, total yards were 58 for North Garland and -3 for the Titans. And that's evened up a little bit, but I think you're right. The big story here of the first quarter is that North Garland running game.
Nothing fancy. They've been going to Trent Hill with regularity. Del Real Sinclair, the defensive end, coming up with his 3rd stop already of this first half. Hill, a guy that had 12 yards on 4 carries in that first quarter.
Yeah, there again, you just see that straight up the middle running play right there. Again, North Garland probably playing it safe here deep in their own territory with that 9-0 lead. You definitely don't want to swing that momentum back to the Titans with some kind of, bad play here.
3rd down and 4. The Raiders are on pace for about 240 rushing yards for the game. What happens here? They're going to go to the air. Shaw, the converted safety, looking to the post. Ball is broken up, and I thought just for a moment Mateo Howard might have a chance at a pick. Moreno got his hand on it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, a good defensive play. Not a great decision here by Shaw. There's a throw. Look, the DB there steps right in front. I'll tell you what, that was probably, the interception was probably saved by Howard because he got his hands up there and really tipped it away. He became the DB on that play.
So North Garland to preserve the advantage here with a 2-score lead, but for how long? Maddox Lopez has to punt this time from his own end zone. 2nd boot of the game. Ball will land, and the running back was plowed over by JaChristian Eason, and a flag came out.
Yeah, I think you're going to get that flag for interference there. He didn't, give him the space to make the catch on that play, and that's, I think, what you're going to see called. Boy, great job by the punter that time. That was a low snap in the end zone. The Titans looking to get maybe that safety back, but the punt was able to kick it away. So nice job by the punter.
Kick catch interference on the kicking team. 15 yards from the spot, first down.
Penalty goes against North Garland.
Yeah, saw it right there as he just, simply didn't give him enough room to make that catch or whatever. A pretty easy call there for the official for that kick-catch interference. And I'll tell you what, the Titans, they are set up again with great field position. Let's see if they can get anything done this time.
Already the 7th penalty between the two teams in this game. And South Garland, understanding that the next play is the most important, trying to put together a drive here after a couple of unforeseen miscues. Cameron McNeil's first grab on a toss to the sideline. Nicely done as they pick up close to 14. Noah Miles the stop.
Boy, an interesting call. They had a trips formation out there, 3 wide receivers, and then you see that quick little pitch out there. And you got great blocking out there. The receivers out there, for that running back. A nice play design there by the Titan coaching staff to get to the wide side of the field.
First time we had seen Cameron McNeil. McNeil, maybe the fastest kid in the program. More of an east and west type runner. First down and 10 inside the 20. This is Davies bouncing, looking for the end zone. Pylon out at the 1. Chotu saved the touchdown.
Boy, what a fantastic block here by the Titans. You're going to see the pulling guard right there. Look at the block. Takes on 2 Raider defenders, springs the running back to the outside. I thought he was there. Look at the that should be a touchdown. He got the foot right there on the pylon, but they're going to mark him short at the 1. Boy, what a fantastic block by, again, that left guard just pulled around, picked off 2 Raider defenders there and really set that play up well. Watch this.
See if he steps out of bounds before he got to the pylon. And where's the ball? Well, they're going to hand it off to Davies this time. Tracked down from behind. Braylon Smith, star-studded D tackle, his 4th tackle of the half.
Yeah, Smith has said, I'm not going to play any more games. He just shot through that time, makes a tackle for a loss. And I tell you what, turns that 1st and goal at the 1, now 2nd and goal from the 3.
Boy, Smith, a coach on the field. He is a tremendous leader, and that motor never stops for Braylon Smith. 2nd down and goal. Holland to the end zone. Got it. Touchdown. Jonas Brown. From Jaden Holland, rolling out to his left. Tough toss.
Boy, Smith that time looking to disrupt it again, but Holland rolls, as you mentioned, out to his left. Watch him here. Here comes Smith, and he's just going to toss it over Smith into the end zone. Boy, a great route that time by the receiver, able to get both feet in bounds. That would have been a pro touchdown, and the Titans on the board.
Jonas Brown, as explosive as it gets. Did a really good job on that route. And the point after, Joseph Rodriguez gets it to a 2-point game. 9:17 to play. 2nd quarter here at Homer B. Johnson and Garland on GRS TV. Four plays, 30 yards, 1:43 the time of the drive as you get a shot at Jonas Brown, who comes up with his 3rd catch. That his 4th touchdown grab of the year. We thought he had number 4 on that 95-yard catch and run in the 1st quarter that was negated via penalty, but he comes up with number 4 nonetheless. Man, is he electrifying. Explosive. And he can not only run after the catch, he knows how to get open.
Yes, he is. And I tell you what, he said, hey, you're not going to deny me a touchdown on this one. Makes the nice grab and again, gets the touchdown that came off the board earlier by virtue of penalty. So we got a ball game here. Titans back in this one.
Ramon Franco kicking this thing off. It's Mateo Howard, bobbles it. Mateo's got good speed, a foot in the ground, eludes another man. Ends up avoiding disaster after the early muff to get across the 20. So North Garland will have it, this time with a 2-point lead. 9:05 to go in the second quarter, but gotta like the response from the Titans.
Yeah, really, and it was set up right there as well by, again, the Raiders had to punt from their own end zone, had the penalty on that play as well for the kick-catch interference. So the Titans had great field position, but I'll tell you what, Scott, they did what they had to do. They said, you know what, you're going to give us this field position, we're putting it in the end zone, and just like you said, we got a 2-point game.
Cameron Shaw just 2 of 4. He's thrown for just a couple of yards in this game. This is more of a running team. They fake the wham play and toss it to Howard. Naked screen, turning the corner. Taken down from behind. Howard showing the athleticism that we talked about. 22 before LeBron Green, the junior, can come up and make a play.
Yeah, that time Howard just in the slot. They're going to toss it out to him right there. And then again, he's going to cut outside. Gets a great block out there by his wide receiver down the sideline. And what nice yardage that time for the Raiders.
Mateo Howard has played some safety. Came in with 7 catches for 60. Grit, leadership, just improving week after week. And here's Shaw again, this time quarterback sweep. Right off right tackle, picks up 6 into Titan territory. Del Real Sinclair, who's playing his first year on varsity, has looked good at that in spot, making the stop.
Yeah, he is, and that's a design play right there. So he's going to take the snap and run to the right side. Again, the wide side of the field. They had just come to the left side. That time rolled to the right. Good yardage there on first down by your quarterback.
Now Del Real Sinclair always wants to know what he can do to get better, and he has improved tremendously. Here comes a counter play. They try to wrong shoulder it, but Mateo Howard with a great block to spring Trent Hill loose. Still on his feet after the stiff arm. Boy, talk about fight. That's 19 big ones for Trent Hill, the senior running back who averaged 6.7 a carry coming in. T.J. Wilkerson, the tackle.
Yeah, and again, they're really spreading out the offense here. You saw both of the guard and the tackle pulling that time. They're going to come once again to the wide side of the field. You see a great run, boy, and then look at that. Just, tucks his shoulder down, makes the contact on the DB, sheds him, and then gets additional yardage.
Taurus Rucker mentioning that Trent Hill, a special surprise. He deserves to be a starter. They run the RPO here, but the play stopped as the snap is taken. Has already seen 7 penalties.
False start. Offense. Number 52. 5 yards. First.
Daniel Ortiz, the left tackle. Remember, the offensive line for the Raiders is the strength of this team. First and 15 now. Shaw gets it out quickly. Joseph Moa for the first time. 11 yards. Carter Burke, the weak side linebacker.
Yeah, see, those nice quick passes from Shaw. This time he hits, as you said, the receiver right there on your screen, number 9. Again, nothing fancy, just those short, quick passes really opens up the lane for the running game. The running game is where they've done their damage tonight. But I'll tell you what, you keep with those little short passes, you're going to keep them in check.
Defense, number 16. Half the distance, automatic first down.
Another personal foul penalty of 15 big ones against the Titans. Second one of those against them. Face mask, there it is. Boy, and this defense for the Titans missing Jared Balderas, who tore his labrum in baseball. Missing Alex Orta, out with a fracture. They're missing some parts here. First and 10, counter play Hill. He knows how to use blockers, but they fight off blocks. And they swarm the football. Nice play there by Burke and Brennan Borner, the cornerback.
That counter play's worked for him so well, and here they go once again had that pulling guard coming across that time, but tell you what, a good job by the corner to come up, make the tackle, and a no gain on that play.
You know, Borner's a shutdown corner. He's made 2 tackles in this game. He came in with 8 stops in just 3 games. That's pretty good for a corner.
Not bad at all, and it made a great play that time as well.
You know, what helps Borner out, he's got those long arms at 6'1". They really like that. Really athletic. Captain of that defense. 2nd and 10. Shaw on the keeper again. Splits 2 guys. Got slowed up for a moment, upended. Looking for the touchdown. He's down to the 1.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be a little bit short as well. Again, another designed run for your quarterback. You're going to see him take the snap right here. Going to follow that lead blocker, his running back Hill. Cuts it outside. Really doesn't even wait for the block, but picks up great yardage.
And here's the touchdown for North Garland. They punch it in. Nice job indeed by Trent Hill, who on that drive had a big 19-yard run.
Well, I tell you what, a nice answer drive for the Raiders as well. Again, the Titans had just scored to get the game within 2, and I tell you, the Raiders just took that right down the field. That was about a 79-yard touchdown drive. Nice drive.
Lined up the swinging gate, took the snap, and a flag is down. Something tells me they didn't have enough guys on the line.
False start. Offense, number 18, 5 yards, retry.
Somebody might have moved.
Yeah, here comes the touchdown run right there.
They're lucky that ball wasn't fumbled. Maddox Lopez for the point after. Josiah Rodemaker, the hold.
Boy, great view there by our camera crew in the end zone.
And he's got it. 5:44 to play, 2nd quarter. North Garland with a 16-7 lead on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Garland has posted a touchdown on half of their possessions, and they've also scored on defense. They've got the safety. They have the 2-yard touchdown run by Trent Hill. They've also got another Hill touchdown of 1 yard, and they've got a 16-7 lead as a result.
Yeah, nice first half so far by the Raiders, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, as you mentioned, that safety came early, gave them that early 2-0 lead, but really the offense since then, 2 really nice drives for the 2 touchdowns, and again, the running attack really being physical here for the Raiders.
And Hill's been solid tonight here early on. 9 carries, 38 yards, averaging 4 a carry. A couple of touchdowns tonight. Shaw just 3 of 6 for 24 yards. Not a lot of passing between the 2 quarterbacks. I'm impressed with Jaden Holland. He's managed it well, 5 of 6. Just 41 yards through the air, though, for the Titans.
Yeah, they're putting Holland in good situations as well. So get those nice quick passes. And again, the running game is setting that up as well.
South gets it back. Here comes Cameron McNeil. Tripped up at the 25-yard line. Really nice play. That is JaChristian Eason. 5:36 to play. So South Garland again with some work to do, but they've not been bad offensively.
No, they really haven't. Really since that very first series where, again, we thought they had the touchdown and didn't. They've really played well offensively, and I know right now, Coach is really going to want them to see if they can manage the clock here, hopefully get a scoring drive, of course, but certainly manage the clock, make several first downs here, kind of keep the ball away from the Raider offense.
South has averaged 26 points per game coming in, and they've been out first down by 1. Holland racing to the corner. Stephen Law was there. Only gets about 2 or 3.
Yeah, pressure comes again that time. Holland's going to keep it himself, you're going to see the fake handoff here. He's just going to roll it. But look at the Raider defenders there in the backfield.
Well, they've got some guys that can run. I'm looking at Sabe Ide at that tackle position, David Econom. Zarin Willis has made a couple of really good plays tonight, too, at that end spot.
Yeah, it certainly has. They have been very active, as you said.
Second down and 8. Holland under pressure again and just throws this one away.
That is a good play to throw it away, as, again, no chance for intentional grounding there.
Sabi Ide Jr., 6 feet 250, providing some big-time pressure again. Jaden Holland coming over and having a quick talk with Damaso Martinez. Looking at third down and 8 here. Ide, tackle young. He's got a really high ceiling. They like him. Big play here for the Titans. They're down 16-7, need 8. Screen. Oh, nice break of a tackle as they just tossed it to Davies. He gets close to the first down, but he's short by a yard. He needed 8. He got 7. Noah Miles tackled him up high, forced him out.
Boy, you said it there, Scott. First of all, great play call there. Have the screen pass. You see all those defenders coming in quick. And here you go. I thought he was going to be about 3 yards short, but as you said, really kind of breaks that tackle and is only going to be about a yard short. And it's decision time here for the Titans.
And Stephen Law doesn't typically let guys loose like that. Could not make the tackle, tried to grab him up high.
North Garland. It's their second of the first half.
So the Raiders call a timeout here. 5:01 to play. We'll keep it here. 16-7 in favor of North Garland. It's a big play in the game, and you kind of feel like the Titans will probably go for it here. Obviously, you don't want to give them the ball at this end of the field, but 4th and 1, and they've been okay. They've been pretty solid down in the trenches tonight. We'll see what they elect to do. Jaden Holland, again, the quarterback, has not been bad. Hasn't thrown for much, though. 5 of 6 for 41 yards. But Reuben Davies is pretty solid between the sticks. Cameron McNeil's a guy, between the tackles, I should say. Cameron McNeil's a guy that will bounce. So they've got a couple of options if they want to go for it.
Well, I tell you, a gutsy play call here. I know I'm old school. I would punt this ball away. You know, you're in the ball game or whatever. This is a huge play for the Titans.
Quick pitch, one-on-one. Can McNeil do it? He does. They go to the outside to the fastest kid in the program, Cameron McNeil, and he was one-on-one at the line of scrimmage. Brian Chotu made the play down to the second level, but there it is.
Yeah, they go with the option play that time, and I'll tell you what, the Raiders had it defended well, but kudos to the running back there, number 14, you see there on your screen, as he's able to really put the stiff arm out there, get the yardage needed.
But McNeil beat Stephen Law. That was an interesting call right there. And the screen pass is picked off by Braylon Smith, who's had an unbelievable first half. A defensive tackle reaches up and has the pick.
Boy, a great play design that time. They had a wide open middle of the field. Holland doesn't get it up high enough, though, and just as you said, the defensive tackle, who's had a fantastic first half, just jumps up, snags that one out of the air, and it is an interception.
What a play by your defensive tackle, Braylon Smith, who's the leader of the defensive line, a guy that's just a firefly down there. That's kind of what they refer to him as. Man, what a great athletic play to not only get your hands up on time, but to pick that ball off at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it definitely was. And Titans defense has to step up big here. 4:26 remaining. They need to stop the Raiders from the end zone.
Second time they've begun on this side of the 50. Here's Hill. He's dangerous. Breaks a tackle. You got to put bodies on him. Carter Burke, the weak side linebacker, finally had to get him along with Marquise Sims. Run of 18.
Well, great blocking up front. It's just straight ahead blocking that time, and had a double team outside there on the right end, and boy, a great play there for the run.
This guy, Trent Hill, is quite the player. The guy that's they've mentioned a pleasant surprise. He's hungry. He's a worker on the field and in the classroom. Always keeps his feet moving. Uses his legs really well. Runs behind his pads.
Yeah, he is the workhorse tonight for the Raiders. Again, Shaw's got more yardage on the ground, but I'll tell you what, Hill is that workhorse. They're going to hand it off to him, probably 20 more carries tonight.
2nd and 12, screen game for Mateo Howard, but behind the line of scrimmage, that play's made there by T.J. Wilkerson.
Yeah, Titans not fooled on that play. You're going to see Wilkerson step up. There's that quick throw out, but look at him. He's not fooled at all. Makes a great tackle right there on Mateo Howard. Again, one of those talented young men for the Raiders that can escape tackles. He does a great job of wrapping him up.
And they like getting him back. That T.J. Wilkerson, number 31, starter last year, ended up going to Louisiana and had some time there with the family. Now they've got him back. 3rd down and 17. You've got to have the 17-yard line. Shaw trying to be patient, looking downfield, decided to run with it. He won't get close. Great coverage downfield. Ontiveros finally shoves him out of bounds, but you got to give credit to the secondary, particularly Brennan Borner, who was locked over there on Mateo Howard.
Yeah, 7-step drop that time by the quarterback. You see him right here, just too deep, and then again, here comes the pressure up the middle. He decides to tuck it and run, but again, when you've got to get 17 yards for the first down, chances are you're not going to get there. Great pursuit by the Titans.
Well, they like how Shaw's really been locked in, and he's looked really good here early on, but they've got a chance to go for a long field goal. This would be 46 yards. And whistles here, maybe a timeout. 46-yarder for Maddox Lopez.
Timeout. South Garland. It's their 2nd of the first half.
South Garland going to try to get their ducks in a row here, maybe try to ice Lopez.
Yeah, no doubt right there. A good time to use your timeout there. Still have one remaining, but 2:13, yeah, you want to try to ice that kicker if you can. Probably talking a little bit about what to do also if this ball's short, or potentially if they can get some penetration in there, maybe come up with the block. So good timeout here for the Titans.
Lopez, the lefty, he's got a good leg. He can certainly bang him through from this distance.
Yes, he can.
2:13 to go here in the half.
What I tell you what, Scott, too, a good stop that time by the Titan defense. Again, the Raiders had just come up with that interception. Looking to put more points on the board. Still have an opportunity here, of course, by the field goal attempt. But again, for the Titans to make this big stop and really hold them to this long field goal attempt is credit to the defense.
46 yards for Lopez. He got it. What a kick by Lopez. Man, boy, he kicked it clean. And you could tell, sometimes if it comes off the foot strange, you can see it, but that time he got all of it. And he puts it through to extend the advantage to 19-7. What a job by Lopez.
Boy, a great job by the holder that time as well. Low snap, he's able to get it down, and then Lopez gets just enough to sneak it over the crossbar.
Right down the chute, too.
Yep.
46-yard field goal here at Homer B. Jonson Stadium. Maddox Lopez. Well, he was a nice option for Taurus Rucker last year, too. 3rd year as the kicker. But one of the things that Coach Rucker has mentioned, this is his 2nd year as the head bench boss. They won 3 games last year, 2-6 in district. Is just the fact that, coaching is such an art. And it's not just being able to coach the players on the field, but being able to coach the coaches and understand how to get the most out of your coaching staff. And he really feels like they've kind of turned the corner in that direction. North Garland, again, comes in 0-3 and 0-1, but they were locked in a good fight against North Mesquite, lost that first week 28-25. Corsicana is a good team that beat them 34-16 in week 2. And then, of course, Garland, a team that was picked to do really well this year, upends them 41-7 last week, but they've got a chance to win their first district game tonight. They've got a 19-7 advantage. This is a live ball. Nice grab there by Mark Virgins with 2:11 to go. They kind of go with the onside approach.
Yeah, an interesting call here by the coach. The thing about it is if you get the onside kick, boy, it's a great call. but they didn't pick it up, right? The Titans have great field position now with a chance to put points on the board here right before half. So, again, another one of those gutsy calls. I kind of like the call there by the coach, but, it's one of those things that can go either way.
And it does give South Garland some good field position here, and they've got a timeout to work with. 2:11 to go, 19-7. Still a two-possession game. Jaden Holland coming back. Throws it over the middle against the zone coverage to Ramon Franco, who makes his first catch of the quarter, second tonight. Close to a first down toward the sideline. They'll keep it rolling here. He picks up 9.
Looking for a penalty here at the end, but notice that the Titans, most of from the passing game perspective, they're really working the middle of the field. So, let's see if the Raiders can make an adjustment, maybe sink some linebackers back there in those passing lanes. But I'll tell you what, that time Holland had a lot of time to throw. Good job by the offensive line.
Like how Hector Blatas, that left tackle, the job he's been doing. He's had some looks from Stephen F. Austin. He's been giving him some time. Second and short, and go to Franco again. It's his second straight grab, and Noah Miles, who had 50 stops last year and 1 interception, makes his second stop in a row.
Yeah, Franco just, quickly out there, just sits down right there on the sideline, makes the catch, enough yardage for the first down.
First and 10 for Holland, $122. Throws off his back foot to a streaking Brown on the underneath cross. Rodemaker shoves him out. They get 10 more, though, on that play.
Yeah, another quick throw for Holland. He gets it out, as you mentioned, to Jonas Brown, the playmaker, and he's going to pick up about 9 yards. But, again, they're throwing these nice quick passes, working their way down the field.
I like watching Jalen Holland work at that quarterback spot. Now, 2 years ago, he played a couple of games at quarterback as a freshman. Here he is as a junior. He's got a good arm in baseball, too. This time, big pressure. Holland able to avoid it. Throws it underneath again, being patient. This time, it's going to be Franco inside the 20. Giving his team a shot here. Still have over a minute to go. Looney makes the play. 30 yards on the throw and catch.
Yeah, once again, you're going to see the pressure come boy Holland with the bobbled snap there. Once he escapes that, again, he works the middle of the field, and you've got a wide open wide receiver there in Franco, and he's able to pick up big yards.
First and 10. Holland again over the middle, but it's dropped this time. Jonas Brown never does that for whatever reason, just could not quite hang on to it.
Yeah, again, the right idea there.
Got a flag down, too.
Yeah, just not able to hold on to it, and as you said, the flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the quarterback.
Oh.
Defense, number 40. Half the distance. Automatic first down.
That penalty goes against North Garland at their 5th of the game. These two teams have combined for 10 penalties in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, so here comes the roughing the passer call. We'll see if we can pick it up. It's a little bit of a late hit right there, but look at the pass, perfectly thrown. Brown just not able to hold on to it.
After the penalty, first and goal from the 9. Time not even a concern right now. Holland on the post. He's got it, and he's got the touchdown. Ramon Franco, that was his drive, his 4th catch of the drive.
Boy, what a great play call there. Again, they're working the middle. There's that post route wide open on the slant there. Good job by the receiver to recognize that. No safety in the middle of the field, if you notice that time, and a really easy touchdown throw for Holland.
So South Garland responds again. Second touchdown pass for Holland. That's a low snap. They've got to go fire. Brown, he's got some speed, but he can't elude 5 guys looking at him at the 10-yard line. It's no good. Andrew Looney was the first guy there, and so the point after, no good.
Yeah, there is a penalty flag, I believe, but that looks like to be, after the play, so we'll wait and see what the call is here.
Didn't catch it. Joe Greer's been busy, though. Flags all over the place. 51 seconds to go. Take a quick timeout and be back. 19-13, North Garland on GRS TV. Jakius Green, the culprit, gets called for the personal foul penalty. This is going to be marked off on the kickoff. So South Garland is going to kick off from the plus 45-yard line. And I'm not sure if they've done it yet, but there should absolutely be a rule invoked where you have to onside when you're on the plus 45-yard line.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think you're going to see that, just like we saw from North Garland moments ago, since they are on the Raider side of the field. I think we're going to see that onside kick right here.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
You're on the plus, what's there to lose?
Yeah, nothing.
What, they recovered around the 30, 35-yard line? It's like a kickoff.
Kickoff anyway, exactly.
But you hardly ever see it. I think you will here. I have faith in Coach Martinez. He is going to onside right now. See what he does. Franco just caught 4 passes in a row. One was a touchdown. Hey, let's let him kick off here.
There you go. All-around athlete there for the Titans.
That's it. Spreading them out. That ball's live, but a really nice grab by Noah Miles. Good hands. He kicked it hard.
Well, you had faith in Coach Martinez, and you were right, because they did go ahead and attempt it. I'll tell you what, it hit off the player right there, but he's able to just fall on it, and it will be North Garland football. Scott, I want to mention, too, back a moment ago, we saw on that very first drive of the game by the Titans. Here comes that kick again real quick.
It's a really hard. Miles with a good job to cover that thing up.
We saw early on the Titans, of course, had that touchdown called back by the personal foul. We just saw a personal foul on that last drive by the Raiders that extended the drive for the Titans. So, maybe a little bit of, personal foul for personal foul there may have aided in that Titan touchdown.
Under a minute. Shaw goes to Howard. Quickly out of bounds, picking up a quick 8. That play only took 4 seconds.
Yeah, 4 seconds off the clock. Another quick throw out that time. And nice job. It was play action there as it looked like they were going to hand it off. Pulls the ball out and just throws it out. Here comes a look at it on the replay. There you see the fake. Quick throw out. And again, get as much as you can before stepping out of bounds.
Howard's 4th catch. Shaw, plenty of time, going to go deep. Doesn't do this very often. This is double coverage. And Mateo Howard turned into a DB, trying to keep it from being picked off by Jakius Green.
Well, I tell you, I'm not sure we're going to be able to pick it up on replay, but that was a crossing route by the Raiders, and they were hoping to trick him. But I tell you what, he threw to the wrong player he threw right into double coverage. Right here, they both had Howard. Howard almost came back and made a play on the ball, but dangerous pass that time by Shaw.
Well, now what do you do? 40 seconds, you have 1 timeout, 3rd and 1. You've got to get the first. You've got 4 in the coverage. Got Howard wide open, but Shaw's going to run for it. And he just barely got the first down. I'm surprised he didn't toss it to Howard.
Yeah, certainly looked that way, but again, they only needed that 1 yard. So once Shaw, kind of made his decision not to throw it, really an easy play for him to get outside and pick up the necessary yardage.
Teams have some athletes, there's no question. 33 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's been a great first half, a really fun first half with these two teams. Yep.
And it all started with a 95-yard toss for a touchdown on an underneath play that was called back for a penalty. Hills had a good first half. It's a huge block there by Dang, the tight end. Takes him forever to get to the sideline, but he does get out of bounds, running for 6. Clock stopped with 26 seconds.
Yeah, the Raiders had that 1 timeout, but yeah, I think you're going to see everything head towards the sideline. They pulled their 2 left blockers up there, the left guard and left tackle. And again, a nice run by Hill, and he's able to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Moa and Dang are not afraid to block. They've got some wideouts who can do that job. Quick out, not much here for Dang. Jakius Green limits him to just 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're going to say he did not get out of bounds. That clock continues to run.
They've got a timeout.
Yeah, and they're going to use it here, it looks like.
Timeout. South Garland. That's their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
I don't think they recognized that the clock was running.
Yeah, I saw him, on the sideline after the player was pushed out of bounds. I saw the linesman out there just keep the hand going, like, hey, keep the clock running. So, but I'm with you. I think a little bit stunned there by the Raiders coaching staff. They have to use that final timeout.
Sorry, it's
timeout.
timeout.
Now, changes things.
North Garland. It's their 3rd and final of the first half.
See if we can pick it out up here. So watch this. You're going to see him get pushed out of bounds. Watch the linesman right here wave his arm to keep the clock going. See it right there?
You have to be moving forward when you get hit to go out of bounds and stop the clock. And that time, the defenseman did a really good job of keeping him from doing that. So they've got to use the timeout. That's their last. They're down, rather up 6, trying to extend the 6-point lead. 11 seconds to go. But, you know, you don't have a quarterback that is known for putting up 300-yard games, and they're going to play it safe here.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and just take a knee and play it safe. I think, again, by virtue of that having to call that last time out, made their decision for them.
Even though you've got a guy that just showed he's got a great leg, and Maddox Lopez to bang it in from 40+. But that brings us to the end of the first half. North Garland with a 6-point lead over South, 19-13 in a good one here at Homer B. Jonson Stadium. Week 2 of district play on GRS TV. That seemed like a long first half.
Director would like to congratulate our Spirit Dancer of the Week, Lizbeth Torres, and our Legacy of the Week. everyone would. The Royal Legacy would like to dedicate tonight's performance to the man Jess. We hope you have a great football season and good luck on your halftime performance. Tonight, the award-winning Royal Legacies will perform with their military routine to Bad Guy arranged by Jay Dawson.
1, 7, 4, 3, 5, 7, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The South Garland High School Visual Arts Department is proud to present the award-winning Titan Band. The band is under the field direction of drum major Jonson Garcia, speaker Lozano, percussion captain Aubrey Lulu, and co-guard officer Jocelyn Alessio, Mitzi Blanco, President Nikki Suarez, and Vice Presidents Ruby Roman and Jasmine Mejia. Band members of the week are Evelyn Rojas and Maria Rosas. New member of the week is Justin Gatton. Section of the week is the percussion section. We are proud to present a portion of our 2023 contest performance, Escape the Nightmare, featuring the music of Wayfaring Stranger and 160 BPM from Angels and Demons.
North Garland with a 6-point lead at the break at Homer B. Jonson Stadium tonight. The Titans and the Raiders locking up. And what a great first half we saw. And it started with a 95-yard touchdown pass that was called back. South Garland thought they had the lead, and they came out hot. They were swinging a big hammer, and they knew that they had things in place to really get some things done in the first half. They did. But then we had the safety after the touchdown was called back. The safety immediately by Zarin Willis. Then Hill, the first of a couple of touchdowns. He had 59 first half yards. And the 4-yard touchdown pass from Holland to Smith made it 9-7. And we saw Hill do it again. Trent Hill, 5'9", 215-pound junior on the RPO. Almost fumbled the ball, but took it in to extend the advantage. But then the 46-yard field goal by Maddox Lopez made it 19-7. We were wondering if South Garland would respond, and they did. And they did to the tune of a 9-yard touchdown pass to Franco, one of 4 that he had on that drive. And that's the second touchdown toss that we saw in that first half of that nature. So at the end of the first 24 minutes, South Garland down 19-13 as North Garland has the edge.
Boy, it's been a great first half. 2 evenly matched teams. Both of them want to get their first district win. Great first half. We're expecting more of the same here in the second half. We'll talk a little bit about the stats here coming up after kick.
South Garland will have it to start in a one-score game, 19-13. Mateo Howard, he's the one that banged that 46-yarder through in that first half. Kick it off. Brown will let it go in and out of the end zone, so they'll start for their own 25.
Let's talk a little bit about South Garland stats as we come out here to start the second half. So in the first half, South Garland with 10 first downs. They had 135 total yards. They had 102 through the air and only 33 rushing. So really the passing attack was really working for them there in the first half. 5 costly penalties in the first half for 48 yards. Of course, the biggest one was the touchdown call back. Had the 1 turnover on the great interception for the Raiders. But again, Shaw 6 of 10, 29 yards there in, Jaden Holland, 11 of 15 for 102 yards. He had 2 touchdowns and the 1 interception. Leading rusher for the Titans was Reuben Davis, 4 carries, 28 yards. And then finally, Mateo Howard, the leading receiver.
Delayed blitz shown here by North Garland. They get it in the hands of Brown, who had a good first half. A little stiff arm at the end, picks up 8. Stephen Law met him on the sideline. Second down and short.
Quick throw out. Boy, nice grab that time, and he is able to pick up good yardage after the catch. So again, the Titans come out firing here to start the second half with Holland.
Third catch by Brown, who had the 95-yard touchdown pass negated via penalty. And right off the bat, Andre Ortega, the junior, making his presence known, dropping Davies for a loss of 2.
Yeah, going to be a loss of 2 on the play. They were looking to pick up that first down after the 9-yard gain on first down. It was second and short, wanted to get that first down yardage or whatever, but boy, great play there by the defense.
That's Ortega, a converted defensive end, making that play. A really good job of getting him lined up. Third down and short over the middle. Nice catch. Reuben Davies right at the first down stick and then turns and picks up a few more. Braylon Smith had a great first half.
Yeah, Franco has had a nice game, and once again, 3-step drop by Holland. He's going to throw that quick pass to the middle of the field. Look at the nice grab by Franco, and what breaks 1 tackle there and picks up good yardage across the 40.
Franco got 8 on that play. Again, he had 4 catches on 1 drive, and 1 was the touchdown. Very last drive of the half for South Garland. Score here, they could take the lead. They like to run a lot of power. They'll give it to Romero. Nice job of keeping the feet moving. Andre Ortega tripped him up, picks up 6.
Yeah, nice play there on the draw. You're going to see kind of that high snap, and then he just kind of hands it in the breadbasket right there on the draw. Boy, nice block there as well. Breaks 1 tackle and can escape the second, but pretty good yardage there on first down.
Maso Martinez mentioning that their goal to get him the ball. If they get 3.5, they're happy. Anything more than that, it's almost like gravy. Second down and 5 after the 5-yard run.
Yeah, earlier on the stats, Ramon Franco is the leading receiver for the Titans there in the first half. Boy, look at this great
nice
run.
spurt there by Romero. Breaking out, Javius Green upends him. That may be his best run of the night. Picks up 7.
Yeah, getting back to that thought again, Ramon Franco, 5 catches, 52 yards in the touchdown. Watch this run, however. Boy, there was no waiting on that. He saw that hole. He bursted through it or whatever, picked up the first down yardage. That is a nice run by Romero.
What a compliment to Cameron McNeil, who did a good job on that 4th down play running east and west. Setting up a screen here, but Holland's in jail. Extends the play and finds his man. What a job getting to Jordan Hogg for the first time in this ball game. And they will move the sticks. picking up 12 on the play.
Well, I tell you what, the receiver's doing a great job of bailing out the quarterback. As you said, looking for a screen pass here, but nothing there. Holland escapes. Hogg comes back for the ball. That allows him to be wide open down the sideline there, and that's a great first down for the Titans.
Brown, Hogg, Franco, they are doing a job. They're going to go deep to the post here to Franco. A little overshot.
Yeah, and Franco was there. They ran that post route that time. He had a step or two on the DB, and I'll tell you, if Holland would have put a little bit more air under that, that's probably 6 points.
And Franco, a guy that's been running great routes this year to go along with that 4.7 speed. Franco, a guy that can actually be a backup quarterback. 2nd and 10. Holland gives to Romero. Another hole inside the 25. Nice job to break a couple of tackles there. Brian Chotu finished him off, but not before 22 more.
Yeah, and they found some on the draw play. Watch this again. There's a snap. He's just going to hand it off on the draw. Boy, nice hole up the middle. So good job up front by the Titan offensive line. You know, in particular, the center and right guard on that play. And again, a nice run by Romero.
To the edge. Franco, a block inside the 5. He's got a touchdown. 18 yards on the throw and catch. Ramon Franco, his 2nd of the game.
Yeah, how about that coming out of the half? That quick throw out. Little wide receiver screen action there. Good blocking up front. Boy, another great block that time. That was Romero, the running back, that came out, made that key block, sprung Franco to the end zone there. And as you mentioned, that's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Boy, what a night for Franco. Ramon Franco is really good in one-on-one matchups. Joseph Rodriguez for the point after. Low, but good. 8:20 to play. South has come back and taken the lead. We'll take a break and we will continue, or tie the game, I should say, at 19. 8:20 to go here in the 3rd on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Point after gives them a 20-19 lead as South Garland has battled back. Jaden Holland finding Ramon Franco in this ball game. 2nd touchdown connection for those two. And Jaden Holland only had one touchdown toss
on the play.
Coming into the game.
Both on the defense. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Number 10. That's his first towards disqualification. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike on the defense. Number 40. That's his 2nd unsportsmanlike. He has been disqualified for the rest of the ball game. Those penalties will be enforced on the kickoff.
Wow.
Brandon Onya, the sophomore tackle, has been disqualified with his 2nd personal foul penalty.
Boy, interesting here. So both personal fouls go against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Scott, we've got that situation again. The Titans are going to be kicking in North Garland territory, so wouldn't be surprised once again to see that onside kick.
Yeah, that automatic rule comes into play.
Yeah, exactly. You're lobbying for that tonight, aren't you?
Absolutely. That must be an edict sent down by the UIL, I think, starting next year. We have got to get that changed.
I like it.
If you are kicking off at the +40, you have got to onside. What is the benefit of not onside? I don't see a downside to it.
I don't either.
You're worried about giving the other team the ball at the 30? They're going to have it there anyway.
I'm on your side.
Okay.
I agree with you. Well, but again, really 2 costly penalties for the Raiders. And how about the Titans? You know, played real well there at the end of the first half. They held the Raiders, you know, out of the end zone, you know, held them to no points when they could have extended their lead there. And they come right out of the locker room and put 6 on the board.
I've seen football a long time, Steve. 40 years I've been following this. Am I seeing a guy teeing up at the plus 30?
You are.
I have never seen this.
Yeah, they
This
enforce-
has got to go. Somebody has got to document. I don't know that. When's the last time this happened? I have never seen this.
I have not either. Yeah, obviously
How do they not have everybody up here?
Yeah, good point.
We have 2 guys deep to receive at the goal line. I mean, seriously. Here's Ramon Franco.
Boy, what a game by Franco tonight. You know, again, he's kicking the ball off here, has those 2 touchdowns.
It's live. And taken out of the end zone. Boy, South Garland had a chance to pick that thing up on a dead sprint. I think that was GISD Green racing up the sideline. That should be a touchback.
Yeah, although I see him teeing it up, so maybe there was another penalty.
Offsides on the kicking team. Number 31, 5 yards.
There's
Free
that
kick.
replay. Can you see? So out of all of that, you know, if we wouldn't have seen the penalty there, that would have been a 5-yard kick in essence, right? Because they kicked from the 30.
Yep.
It would have been
Correction.
1st and 10 at the
They
25.
would have netted 5 on it.
Defense.
Yep, exactly.
Number 31, 5 yards from the 25-yard line.
Well, it gets even better here. So they're
First
going to
down.
tack the penalty yardage on to the end of the 25. So basically, they're going to start on the 30. So that was a kickoff that got you 0 yards.
How about that? I know this much. Joe Greer has been busy, our lead official. I don't think we've gone more than 4 or 5 snaps without a penalty.
Without a penalty, yep. Yeah, so like I said, they kicked off from the 30, and the Raiders are going to start at the 30. So a net of 0 on the kickoff.
I've never seen a team kick off at the plus. I've never seen that. I thought surely he's not going to try to boom that thing out of the end zone. Here's Cameron Shaw. South Garland has taken the lead. They have come back. They were down 19-7 midway through the second quarter. Shaw. His 8th run of the game. This will get him close to the 80-yard mark. They're going to mark him down, I do believe. Here comes a flag. Jeremy Jaola wrapped him up. Pickup of 6 on that run.
Yeah, another straight quarterback run. You're going to see him take the snap and just take off. He's got that lead blocker. Cuts it up inside right there behind the blockers, and you'll see this penalty come up out here at the end. And that one, I believe, is going against the Raiders.
Holding. Offense. Number 5, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
They got JaChristian Eason, wide receiver. Had a really good offseason. And he's been kind of quiet tonight.
Yes, he has.
Eason's got the 1 catch.
9 first downs in the first half for the Raiders. They had 170 total yards in that first half. Only 29 passing because they had 141 on the ground. As you see, again, that direct snap this time to Howard.
Yeah, this is Mateo Howard on a little wildcat. Another flag comes in. Picks up 4, Del Real Sinclair, the defensive end. Upended him.
Getting that first half, 141 yards rushing and only 29 through the air for the Raiders. They had 5 penalties for 42 yards in that first half. No turnovers, which certainly helped the Raider cause as we get the call on the penalty here coming up.
Shot block. On the offense, number 58 and number 77. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
A little high-low action going on.
Yeah, certainly don't want another penalty there if you're the Raiders after that tight score. Shaw in that first half was 6 of 10 for only 29 yards passing. The leading rusher, he was that as well. 7 carries, 82 yards. Of course, Trent Hill, the running back, 12 carries, 59 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
First down and 20. Shaw to the sideline, overshot and almost intercepted. I thought for a minute there, GISD Green was going to put his hands on it.
Yeah, and then the funny thing is Mateo Howard makes the catch. I'm with you. I thought that was going to be a pick all the way, but watch Howard able to pick this one up right there and get a foot in bounds. So that is a catch of about 8 yards.
What a grab right there by Howard.
Speaking of Howard, he was the leading receiver. He had 4 catches for 26 yards in that first half. So, pretty productive first half for the Raiders. But on their first possession here of the second half, Scott, we see them trailing.
By 1 to South. They roll out Shaw. This is actually Mateo Howard looking for a block on the edge. Still picks up 5 or 6 yards. Del Real Sinclair again. Another flag comes out. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we're getting a little extracurricular activity going on now after the whistle. You hate to see this, but I tell you, Mateo Howard on that play, you had all the blocking coming to the left side, but, you saw a little bit of penetration come through there. He decides to reverse field, go to the right. He had no blocking out there, and as you said, a good job by him to pick up some yardage.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. On the defense, number 54. That's his first toward disqualification. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Boy, there is jawing going on after plays down there tonight. But I like how they stay home, though. Cornerback, backside stayed home. So did the backup backer.
Yeah, they did. And again, Howard, I'm not sure why he reversed field there. He had those lead blockers out front, but thought he saw an opening. But like you said, the Titans, they did a great job of staying there.
Shaw and Howard are not afraid to put their foot in the ground and change direction. And that time, Moa didn't even see the ball coming.
Well, I tell you, right call there, though. Quarterback releases the ball. The receiver just didn't know it was coming his way. But Shaw with a pretty good throw that time. If the receiver's looking for that pass, he makes it. Look here.
It was on the money. It was a great pass. Moa didn't realize it was coming his way. Shaw has not been bad tonight. Converted free safety. Nice pump fake. Looking for some room. Well, he turns it on and nearly picked up the first down. 2nd down and 10. Turns into 3rd and short.
Yeah,
T.J. Wilkerson, another stop from his safety spot.
Yeah, he certainly did. And as you mentioned, you're going to see the nice pump fake here. Coming up right there. There it was. And then he saw that opening up the middle of the field, decided to tuck it and run. And as you said, picks up about 9 on the carry.
Putting him in a very manageable 3rd down. One would think 4-down territory should they not get it. 6:32 to go, midway through the 3rd. South Garland trying to take the lead back. Simple inside zone run for Trent Hill, who had a great first half. Haven't seen a lot of Hill, though, in this second half to this point.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, though, watch the patience by Hill on this replay. He just kind of sits, waits for that opening. Only picks up 2 yards, but he only needed 1 for the first down. A good run by Hill that time.
You mentioned how good Hill runs the football, almost 7 yards per carry coming in. Was 12 of 59 in that first half. Scored 2 touchdowns. That was his first carry of the second half. Looked like the inside slot guy got off early. No flag, though, this time, surprisingly. Shaw's got good speed. He had room. Broke a tackle, got into the 3rd level. Picked up 17 yards on that scamper.
Boy, I tell you what, enough credit needs to go to that offensive line. Look at the time Shaw has to throw this as the blockers holding on to their blocks, allow Shaw to finally just tuck it and run up the field. He gets great yardage on the run, but kudos to that offensive line doing the job up front and keeping the Titans away.
You saw Chizoka Onyema, that right tackle that you were talking about, and what a surprise last week. Really played well. He's coming along, the junior, 6'1", 275, that tackle. Wham play to Hill. This play's not supposed to bounce, and I'm not sure his knee has hit. T.J. Wilkerson's got to finish him. They'll give him the full 3 yards there.
Yeah, again, nice patience. Love the patience from Hill. Again, waiting for those blocks to open up. But I agree with you, Scott. He should have stayed there in the middle of the field instead of trying to bounce it outside. Picks up nice yardage there on that first down run. But, again, good patient runner there in Hill.
It's developing into a nice drive. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. Longest in terms of plays. The drive began at their own 30. 4.5 to play. South Garland taking the lead back. Shaw, nobody to throw to. Going to use the legs. And gets the first down on 2nd down and 7. Brennan Berner and Ruben Ontiveros, a 9-yard pickup.
Boy, they are really opening up the middle of the field. You're going to see the running back fly out into the flat area. You saw receivers going deep there down the sidelines. That really opens up lanes for Shaw to run, and he took it and ran that time for big yardage.
Boy, Shaw over the 100-yard mark. I do believe he had 7 for 82. He is at 108 now after that run. They can get a first down without hitting the end zone. They'll go to Hill, though. Well, he's got great vision. Eluding defenders down inside the 5. Marquis Sims. They get him back this week, makes the stop.
Yeah, another good run by Hill that time. Sets him up with a 2nd and short here. Boy, and losing the ball that time was Howard.
Yeah, he lost the ball, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd down and 5.
Well, they're trying that direct snap to Howard that time, here in the second half and allowing him to run. That time he's not able to hold on to it. Luckily, they were able to fall on it. And again, he was just going to use Hill as the lead blocker, just, not able to execute.
220 total yards for North Garland. They average 263 a game. 3rd down and 5. Keep it on the ground. Hill is not close. Ball came out. And they're going to mark him down at the 5. Marquis Sims again.
Boy, Hill started outside that time to the left. Watch the run here. Cuts it back inside. He takes a big hit right there. That ball comes flying out. That was number 18 for the Titans. Marquis Sims, as you mentioned, on the hit. They're going to lose yardage, and here comes the field goal attempt to take the lead.
They did lose yardage on that. The line judge had marked him down at the 5, and now they're going to go to place kicker to knock this thing through. He had a 46-yarder early in the game, Maddox Lopez.
Yeah, this is going to be an easy kick for him, right? He had that 46-yarder, as you mentioned, in the first half. This is quite a bit shorter. About a 27-yard kick coming up.
Boy, how about South Garland, though, to hold?
We got official timeout on the field. Officials timeout.
And to not permit the touchdown.
Yeah, keep in mind there on that series right there, that last series, the Raiders lost the ball twice. They were able to recover it both times, but the direct snap to Howard, he loses the handle on it, and then, of course, Hill right there loses it as well. I'm not so certain if he wouldn't have fumbled, they wouldn't have gone for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, had they not lost yardage there.
Exactly.
So they put their hat right on that ball. 28 yards. Straight ahead for Lopez, who banged one in from 46 in that second quarter. This would give North Garland the lead back.
Boy, what a great game so far.
Had a mixture of everything. Had a safety in this game. We've had a kickoff at the plus 30. We had a 95-yard touchdown pass called back via penalty. 46-yard place kick earlier. All kinds of oddities tonight. For the lead. Perfect. Nice kick. Maddox Lopez, what a weapon. 22-20. The Raiders back on top. 2:29 to go in the 3rd on GRS TV. Maddox Lopez has been busy, and they can toot on those horns because they have taken the 2-point lead 22-20 tonight with another Maddox Lopez kick.
They can toot on those horns.
Yes, they can. They had a lot of tooting going on down tonight. Hey,
no doubt.
They've had a lot to toot about.
Yeah, they have. Nice drive that time by the Raiders. Again, stymied just a little bit, but boy, I tell you what, the holder, we don't give them credit a lot of times, but on that replay, as we kind of looked at it during the break, really a nice grab by the holder that time to get the ball down and then just to kick right through the uprights.
South Garland's ready. Everybody was bunched up, 10 guys bunched up within about 10 yards of midfield as they fake the onside. Gonna go deep here. The speedster McNeil. McNeil has it a little crease. What good speed though by the Raiders. Not that. Brian Chotu, Mateo Howard, gobble him up at around the 32.
Well, and that kick to Christian Easton, the gunner that time, he had a nice shot, really right there on the return man. Misses the tackle, and your return man gets pretty good yardage out to the 32. There is a flag on the play, however.
Shocker.
Holding on the receiving team. Number 7, 10 yards from the end of the run. First down, South Garland.
They officially only have these two teams down for 14 penalties. We've had some offsetting fouls. We've had penalties that have been declined. You're upwards of at least 20 infractions in this game.
Yeah, no doubt. Something both coaches going to have to clean up for these ball clubs as we continue on through district play.
Jaden Hollins had a good game, 15 of 20, 149 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. No doubt his best game of the year. Big pressure here. Got away from the first guy, not the second. Did he hold on to the ball? Well, that's something that Damaso Martinez is concerned about, his head coach. Lost 5, but the good news was he did not cough it up.
Yeah, good job by Holland that time to get out of trouble and just seem to take a step back there. Here comes the pressure immediately, and a good job to really secure the football because, as you said, that's when you typically see the ball on the turf, but he's able to hold on to it.
Aaron Willis, the sophomore, who's been solid for 3 weeks with another good play. He had 2 really good plays in that first half. Really solid player. They'll blitz here. Perfect play against it, but a bad toss. The pressure getting to Holland. He threw it at the feet of Davies.
Perfect play call here. You had the screen pass set up as the lineman, of course, let the Raider defenders come right through. You're going to see it right here. A little bit low on the throw. That's what really ruined the play. And, boy, I tell you what, he may still be running had that pass been caught.
Well, Alex Calistino was ready to light up Davies. 3rd and 15. Still plenty of time in this game. Blitz coming here. They've done a good job of picking it up. And again, they go underneath with pressure. But Holland was falling backwards. It goes incomplete. Sabi Adi, the backup tackle, with more good pressure.
Yeah, they were looking again for that crossing route coming across the middle. Holland's been a little off on this series. You're going to see a little bit of a low throw. Was under some pressure, as you mentioned, but again, probably not enough yardage for the first down, but again, the right play call.
This is the first time that the Raiders have forced a 3 and out against South Garland in this game.
Boy, and after their field goal kicker gave them the lead.
Rodriguez to get it away. Good coverage here, but they're going to pick it up. And Mateo Howard changes direction again. Gets to midfield. Nice return when he didn't have a lot of room.
Special team coach will not be happy with that again. Howard able to make some yardage on that play, but that is dangerous when you've got those punt team units coming down on you like that to pick it up off the turf and try to run with it. A lot of times that leads to trouble. You'll see it right here. Watch, he's going to let it bounce a couple of times. Here comes the Titan defenders, and then he's just going to pick it up. Pretty nice run after the catch, or not after the catch, but after the bounce, I should say, on the turf. But again, special teams coach going to have a word with him, I'm sure, after the play.
3rd time tonight that the Raiders will start on this side of midfield. Trying to add to a 2-point lead. Ground game has been there. Trent Hill being patient again, gets the block from Moa. Picks up 13 on the scamper. Marquis Sims, his 6th stop of the game from his safety spot.
Yeah, nice sill block by number 7, Jonathan Dang. You're going to see him come right here, sill off the linebacker right there. Hill comes across, a nice run outside, splits 2 defenders before he is finally taken down around the 37. Nice run.
Hill nearing 80 yards now. Inside of a minute in this 3rd quarter. Raiders have had two different two-score leads. They put it in the end zone here. They'll have a third. Flip it to Mateo in the flat. They converge quickly and stop him for a loss of 3. How about that? Nice job by Jaquias Green, who's doubling as a basketball player. Super competitive. What a play from that corner spot.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to go down as a run. That was a backward pass there, so that's going to go as a run for Howard. But, you know, the main thing, as you mentioned, the Titans had that one, you know, smelled out from the very beginning, and that's going to be actually a loss on the play.
Titans came into this game without a sack, but they've made a number of plays tonight at the point of attack.
Yeah, they certainly have. I know Coach Martinez is going to be happy about that. They have played well defensively tonight.
A 2-point game going to the fourth here in Garland. North Garland 22, South 20 on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
North Garland came in averaging just 16 points per game. They have scored, though, on 3 of their last 4 possessions. And they've got a 2-point lead against South as we go to the fourth quarter. Game number 2 of district competition. Both of these two teams in search of their first district win this campaign, and it has been a doozy of a game that has seen a 95-yard touchdown called back, a 46-yard field goal, a couple of deflected balls that got caught. It has been a whale of a ball game.
Really has, and again, the Titans outscoring the Raiders 7-3 there in that third quarter, but the Raiders do maintain that 2-point advantage.
Cameron Shaw on 2nd down and 13 goes deep to the post, and he overshoots Christian Eason.
Boy, Shaw is just a little off on those passes, as he did have, you know, number 5, as you mentioned, Christian Eason open. Here comes that throw. Look, he splits those defenders, but just a little out of the reach. If he can bring that ball down just a little bit, that could go for 6.
The long ball just has not been there, as you mentioned, for Cameron Shaw, but again, a converted free safety. Shaw with just 36 yards through the air, 7 of 12 in this game, has done it with the ground game with 108 yards rushing. 3rd down and 13. Flag comes in. Big pressure on Shaw. He's going to tuck it early and run with it. He's tough to tackle, as shown there by LeBron Green, the number 3 linebacker. Tackles him after a scamper of 9. We'll check out the penalty flag.
Yeah, it's going to be an offside call. That was a free play there for the Raiders, and boy, you would have liked to have seen Shaw take a shot down the field, try to pick up the first down, but they're going to get another shot here as that 5 is going to go against the Titans.
Interesting call here. Do you take the penalty, which would give you a 3rd and 8, or would you rather have 4th and 5? Surely they would take the penalty here.
Yeah, I think you're going to see them take the penalty and give him that 3rd and long, but I'm with you. That's one of those things you certainly want to think about.
Joe Green, tonight's umpire. Penalty-filled game. This will be the 15th infraction between the two teams. Each has been flagged 7 times. We've had a litany of offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties tonight. And as expected, they're going to.
It's taken forever to make this call. That's, you think of much quicker than this. You saw one of the South Garland defensive linemen, the defensive tackle to be exact, jump, and then you saw the snap. So, I mean, again, unless they're talking about maybe one of the Raider linemen moving first.
There's no penalty
They're gonna waive
on the
it.
play. No penalty. The result of the play, 4th down.
So that answers your question. They're going to take the 4th down.
Well, it's going to be 4th down, manageable, but yet still they've got to have 4 yards. Personnel subbing in here. They're going to bring in, how about their star-studded kicker, Maddox Lopez, for another long kick. This would be from 48. He hit from 46 right before the half.
Yeah, wind blowing a little out of the north, so he will have the wind at his back as well. Maybe, fed into this decision. But like you said, he had plenty of leg for a 46-yarder. Let's see if he can hit the 48.
A little short. Good effort, though, by Maddox Lopez, and South Garland holds.
Yeah, and the risk you give up here is, again, you're going to give the Titans pretty decent field position by virtue of that missed field goal. Would have liked to have seen him gone for it there, but I'll tell you what, you can't blame the coaching staff for giving that young man a shot. Like you said, nailed the 46-yarder in the first half.
Still a 2-point game as Damaso Martinez, who is so pleased with this ball club. This is 5th year. He has not taken South to the playoffs in those 5 years, but he says that, hey, this is the best team that I've had in the 5 years. Remember, there were a couple of really big wins. The big win over Wiley when they won 2 in a row. 2020 that was lost due to COVID. He thought that year might have been the year. He's hoping this one might be. They'll show blitz, hand it to Romero. He breaks it across the 40. Nice run. Brian Chotu, the safety, makes the tackle.
Yeah, and they had this running game working well here in the second half, especially with Romero. Keep it on the ground, Titans. I think you've got something going here now. And again, it could set up play action for later here in the fourth.
There's 215 yards now for South Garland. To the edge, this is Hogg. He's got to make a play. Nice job using his blocker, getting into Raider territory. What a block, though, by Hector Platas. Braylon Smith ran him down.
Yeah, great block, and just as I mentioned, set up a play-action pass here. Watch the, well, we got it after that, but here comes that block you're going to see as Scott was just mentioned. Boy, nice job there to seal off the player, knock him down to the ground, as a matter of fact. A nice gain on the reception.
Platas, that big left tackle, gaining looks from Lamar and Stephen F. Austin. Another first down here. How about an option? And Holland's going to keep. Gets 8 more.
That's a little bit of a new look from the Titans here in the ball game, and a nice pickup by Holland.
Another new wrinkle. First Hogg, now Holland. They've got some guys that the skill spots. No wonder Coach Martinez loves this team.
Yeah, here comes a look at the replay, and there's that fake option. He saw that nice opening, keeps it himself up the middle. Nice play for the Titans. They've got some momentum going here.
They froze Stephen Law, that Mike linebacker. This is Romero again, past the first wave, and gets 9 more. Noah Miles, the backup cornerback, with a stop.
Yeah, that's another one of those draw plays here by the Titans. There it is, handed off to Romero, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, picks up yardage, and then may have been signaling to the sideline there, but it looked like he was doing the feed me like Ezekiel Elliott used to do. So he's saying, hey, give me the ball more, coach.
It's a little bit more. Rodrigo Romero, not flashy, downhill, and if you don't get him down low and wrap him up, he's going to break that initial hit. That's what he's known for. Holland on the RPO, keeps it, great read, and turn around and slung down by Braylon Smith, who's had his best game of the year.
You said it right there. Great read by the quarterback as the defensive end converging on Romero that time, pulls it back, gets the yardage that he wants there. Nice gain on first down.
Holland, the junior, very good at managing that mesh point.
Well, the tackle that time, Braylon Smith, he's had a heck of a game here tonight for that Raider defense.
Jaden Holland to the air, single coverage, throws it out, hoping that his wide receiver, Ramon Franco, who's had a career night, could run underneath it, but it goes incomplete. Franco looking to make what would have been his 8th catch of the game.
Yeah, and how about that? You know, you've run a couple running plays, come back with the throw. Again, it was there, just not able to connect with Franco.
Well, had he caught that ball, he might have gone into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown grab. Big play here, 3rd and 9. South down by 2. Holland, big pressure, and throws it underneath, looking for Davies, too short. A die again with big pressure in the middle.
Yeah, just couldn't connect that time. Again, looking for that quick play, but he is flushed out of the pocket to the right side. You'll see it here on the replay. Here comes that pressure up the middle, going to roll to his right. Another low throw from from the quarterback Holland there, and it is going to set up a 4th down play.
No, what's interesting, Franco, who's had a career night as a receiver, he's their distance field goal kicker, but they're going to go for it right here on 4th and 9.
Yeah, big play here.
Good protection. Holland's got time. He's got a little room. He had a man just to flip it to, but instead will run for the 1st down. He needed 9. It gets all the way down inside the 15 and picks up 15 yards. Noah Miles gets credit, but we got a flag down.
Boy, great play here. And as you said, you can't see him in the play, but he did have a receiver out there. Really had his option based on how the DB there for the Raiders was going to play it. He ended up sticking with the receiver a little too long.
On the defense, number 12, late hit out of bounds, half the distance, automatic 1st down.
Another personal foul penalty. This game's seen 7 of them.
Boy, that's a big one because it will give them an automatic 1st down.
Huge penalty. What a run by Holland. What a read there on the edge.
Yeah, fantastic read, and as I was mentioning, you really had his option there when the DB stepped with the receiver. He was able to tuck it, pick up the yardage needed, and then add 15 at the end.
Holland with all kinds of time, throws it, corner of the end zone. He's there, he's got it, touchdown. And they take the lead with Jonas Brown hauling in his 2nd one of the night.
Cannot say enough about Holland. Here comes the pressure once again, rolls to his right, able to throw that ball towards the front of the end zone right there, towards the pylon. He's able to hit his receiver in stride. Jonas Brown for the touchdown. Titans lead.
Joseph Rodriguez for the point after. And a timeout going to be called.
Timeout. South Garland. It's their 1st of the 2nd half.
Make it a 5-point game, 8:33 to go. And you wonder if maybe they don't talk about going for 2 here. But what a job there by Holland on the run.
Nice catch. You see the extension there. Gets that foot in the end zone before he goes out of bounds. That is a touchdown, Titans. And I'm with you on this one, Scott. You know, I would probably go for 2 here, try to make it a 6-point game. That extra point here at 27-22 doesn't do much for you.
No, not at this stage with 8.5 to go. You make it a 6-point game, give up a touchdown, and they miss the extra point. The game's tied, but 1 doesn't do you a whole lot right now.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and go for 2.
Holland for the 2-point conversion. Over the middle, out of the outstretched arms of Ramon Franco. It goes incomplete, so it stays at 4. 26-22. The Titans have regained the edge. 8:33 to play on GRS TV. Oh, they're cheering on the South Garland side because the Titans have regained the advantage in a back-and-forth struggle. 26-22 with 8.5 to go here in this 4th quarter at Homer B. Jonson Stadium. Scott Garner, Steve Reeves tonight, the entire GRS TV crew. Happy to have you along tonight. Been a fun game. Ramon Franco to kick this thing off. We've had some guys that have made some plays. Career nights. Franco, 7 grabs, 2 touchdowns, 79 yards. The ground game. Romero with 50 yards on the ground. Davies for the South Garland team. Done a good job through the hands of Mateo Howard. Trying to collect himself. Good coverage. He's going to reverse his field. And now he's in trouble. And down he goes and around the 14-yard line.
Well, the Titans are feeling it now, but I tell you, if you're the Raiders, no sense of panic here. 8:22 remaining. You know, you've really been able to move the ball up and down the field. The ground game's been fantastic for you tonight. So again, no panic for the Raiders here. They just need to put a good drive together here with 8:22 left.
Cameron Shaw, 7 of 13, just 36 yards through the air, but on the ground, 126 yards on 11 carries for the North Garland quarterback. South Garland coming out now. They're getting ready to go.
And that's why I say don't panic. Just, you know, that ground game's going tonight. You've got something going. Shaw in good position. You got plenty of time.
Raiders have to have a touchdown. Quarterback keeper Shaw on the RPO. Across the 20 to the 23. Gain of 9. T.J. Wilkerson's had a good game at that safety position.
Yeah, nice run that time. You saw one of the officials there get knocked down. I think that's the umpire right here at the end of the play. Good to see him up as he takes a pretty good shot right there.
It's blocked by Anthony Livesey, that right guard. 2nd and 1. We'll see if Shaw doesn't try to stretch this defense out a little bit. And he'll hand off to Hill, who's had a good night. Hill picks up 4, maybe 5. Hill in this game, 17 carries, 84 yards now. Jeremy Jayola, the stop.
Yeah, straight handoff to Hill that time to the left side of the line. Great run. They're going with the hurry up here.
They are. Shaw keeps, tracked down from behind. Good play at the point of attack by Del Real Sinclair.
Yeah, I believe that was Mateo Howard that time. He took that direct snap once again.
Boy, how about Del Real Sinclair? Great power lifter. Had a great game against Irving. Job again. Shaw across the 40. Tumbling his way forward. And gets to the 43. Another pickup of about 8.
Yeah, had Shaw back at the quarterback that time. He wastes no time. Now, he is coming off the field right now. May have gotten injured on that last play.
He might have dinged up that ankle.
Yeah, exactly. He signaled immediately to the sideline that he needed to come out at least for one play. So I think we're going to see Howard back in at quarterback.
This is definitely a Wildcat situation. First down and 10. Howard, he's going to look downfield to throw, though. He's got a man open, had a couple of them, and found Eason. Picks up the first at a gain of 17. Adam Martinez, the stop.
Pretty nice throw from Mateo Howard. We've seen him at quarterback run the ball. Now he finally gets a chance to throw it. A nice throw, a great strike there to the wide open receiver.
Mateo Howard making a bid here. Into the flat. Got his man. Across the 35. And finds Jonathan Dang. Ruben Ontiveros, the stop.
How about that? Back-to-back throws. This time that difficult throw rolling to his left, throwing across the body, and he finds the receiver right there. Pretty good back-to-back throws from Mateo Howard.
Timeout.
6:20 to go, and timeout going to be called. I was just thinking that South Garland needs to kind of catch their breath. They're on their heels here, and they go ahead and call the timeout.
Yeah, good timeout called here by the Titans. Want to regroup, talk about things as the Raiders' ground game keeps them going, and then the last 2 have been passes.
Ground game's there. Shaw and Mateo Howard kind of platooning at that quarterback position. Remember, Shaw starting this year because Gans Power Nawahi, who had 1,269 yards and 9 touchdowns last year, left, went to McKinney. And so they've had some injuries. They've had some guys leave the program. Always difficult to maintain that consistency when you're having to deal with that. And Cameron Shaw, while he didn't go through spring as the quarterback, he's been the man, and they're just having to find different ways to get things done.
Yeah, they're doing it right now. Now, Shaw's still not in the game, so Howard's still in at quarterback.
2nd down and 2. Howard picks up a block. Well, the corners can tackle. That's Brennan Borner, who's had a good game. A sure tackling cornerback, but they move the sticks in a gain of 3.
Nice run. He's going to keep it all the way. You're going to see him take the direct snap. Hill with the good block outside. Pancake block, as a matter of fact, springs Howard for the first down.
North Garland now moving. Shaw back in at that quarterback spot. Runs the RPO and runs into a force in Carter Burke, that weak side linebacker. Picks up 3.
Boy, one of those decisions that time. Probably should have handed the ball off to Hill. Decides to keep it himself up the middle, and as you said, got met really at the line of scrimmage there. Boy, great play there by number 54 of the Titans, Del Real, as you mentioned.
Him and Carter Burke. Burke, by the way, played both ways last year. Really smart guy. This is Mateo Howard inside the 20, looking for the end zone. Dives. And they'll mark him out just inside the 5.
Yeah, they're going to say that left foot stepped out of bounds at around the 3-yard line. But again, Howard back in at quarterback, and a great run for him.
Raiders going quickly here. This drive began at their own 14. Try and cap an 86-yard drive. Everybody all over Shaw, who keeps pushing to the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, I tell you what, I thought it was Shaw at first too. It was Mateo Howard, took that direct snap, got about a yard on the play down to the 2, and then the linemen just get behind him. You're going to see it right here, and just kind of pushing. Watch right here. There they go, push, 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 into the end zone for Howard.
Wow. What a drive there for North Garland, 86 yards.
Yeah, really nice answer drive.
They do it on 10 plays. 3-yard touchdown run for number 3 as the point after extends the advantage. So 29-26, the Raiders with the lead. 4:56 to play on GRS TV.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
(29-26). Good ball game here at Homer B. Johnson. North Garland has taken the lead back. 4 lead changes in this contest tonight. We were hoping for a good game, and we have gotten it. What a job. They have found a little bit of a weapon there in Mateo Howard, who not only ran the ball from that quarterback position, completed a pass as the number 2 quarterback tonight. They just kept platooning those 2 guys.
Yeah, Howard looked really good on that last drive, both, obviously with the legs, but through the air as well. Was two for 2, as you mentioned, in passing on that drive. Interesting as you look at the stats as well, you've got, multiple players with multiple touchdowns in this game. Trent Hill with 2 on the ground for the Raiders, and then you've got Ramon Franco and Jonas Brown, both with 2 receptions for touchdowns for the Titans.
Cameron McNeil across the 25. In a 3-point game, hard to bring down. Nice return there for McNeil. South Garland with plenty of time here, just inside of 5 minutes.
Yeah, a back-and-forth battle here. They both keep taking shots at each other, right? They score. The next one answers. Now it's the Titans' turn, 4:47, as you mentioned.
Really good game tonight here at Homer B. Johnson. And again, haven't seen as much of Hill as we thought we might see in the second half. 85 yards tonight, 18 carries. Cameron Shaw, 7 of 13, 36 yards through the air, but he's had 150 yards on the ground. Hill, the 85, and Mateo Howard. And Holland overshoots Brown on first down.
Yeah, had a little bit of a rub play that time, and he was looking out in the flat for number 1, Jonas Brown. Overthrew him just a little bit. You're seeing him look to his right here. You're not going to be able to pick up the rub play, but, it did free him up momentarily, but just was not able to connect with the receiver.
Jaden Holland's first year to start at that quarterback spot. Holland hands off to Davies. Romero, I should say, across the 45. And Romero getting down by Shotu, but 15 more for him.
been so effective here in the second half. Watch the draw play here from the Titans. There's a handoff from Romero. Nice hole on that right side. Able to bounce it out. Break a tackle right here to pick up the first down. Nice stiff arm as well. Another good run for Romero.
Rodrigo Romero, great vision. Don't get a lot of east to west from him, so it's odd to see him bounce. He's not that kind of back. But he's got over 50 yards in this game tonight. Big pressure, look out. Down goes Holland. Sacked by Willis.
Boy, big play that time by the Raider, right side of the defensive line. That's one of those where you've got your back to him. They brought pressure from off the edge. That's number 22. Of course, that defensive end, there's a look at him right there. Makes the big tackle. That's going to be a loss, as you said, of about 6 yards.
Boy, Willis, solid for now 4 straight weeks. Continues to get better. Extremely coachable from that defensive end spot. Just a sophomore. Has had a really good game.
Yeah, it really has.
They show blitz, trying to run power, nothing doing. Another tackle for a loss. Big loss this time, 5 more as they get Romero behind the line of scrimmage. Andre Ortega.
Yeah, Ortega. Willis came in again from that right defensive end spot as well. They looked at that handoff, like you said, on the power coming across, and just a great play that time by the Raiders. The Titans going the wrong way.
Boy, they are going the wrong way. They've lost a total of 11 yards in the last 2 plays. We go at 3 minutes now, and feels like you've got to pick up this first down. Well, the offensive line has been good. Well, they're trying to use the official. Oh, that ball's fumbled. The official's down. Ball's picked up. Braylon Smith continues to add to a great night. He lost the ball, went out of bounds. If it goes out of bounds in the end zone, it's a touchback. The line judge not sure about it, throws the hat down, indicating somebody. Well, that's maybe that he didn't have a bean bag and just threw the hat. That's what they usually do. Couldn't find his bean bag. And the line judge going to talk with the head official, Joe Greer, maybe asking him, hey, how do we rule this?
Yeah, there's so much that went on on this play. Again, they got that crossing route across the middle. They were able to hit it. He tried to go backwards to get around one of the defenders, ran into the umpire back there. You're going to see it right here. There's that crossing route. Tries to go back, runs into the official, loses the football.
The official jarred the ball loose.
Exactly.
We had a fumble, recovered by the defense, return, and fumble inbounds. The ball hit the pylon and went out of bounds.
Oh, it's a touchback.
Therefore, it is a touchback. First down, South Garland at the 20-yard line.
It's a touchback. If the ball is fumbled in the end zone, it's a touchback, and the opposing team gets it.
It is, but I tell you what, the Titans catch a big, big break here. As we just saw in the replay, that ball went out of bounds on the other side of the pylon. It went out of bounds at about the 1. Watch this on the replay. You're going to see it bounce out here, never even touches the pylon, and that should be out and North Garland's ball at the half-foot line. So Titans catch a big break with a fresh set of downs.
And it looks like South Garland thinks we can go to replay because they're trying to snap it quick. 2:41 to go.
Boy, and let's see if that proves to be the biggest play in this game if the Titans can come down and score.
A weird game continues to get more and more strange. Holland underneath. Franco turns outside looking for a block. Across the 30. Picks up 12 yards. Chotu, the stop. 2.5 to go.
Once again, that crossing route there in the middle. They're finding a lot of openings. And, again, the leading receiver tonight for the Titans continues to have really a career game for him. That was Franco. Nice catch and run.
Holland again on the move. Again, looking for Franco. I think he's got 20 targets tonight. That goes incomplete.
Yeah, that ball was tipped at that time. He was looking, as you mentioned, for Franco again. Ball tipped a little bit, and Franco not able to come up with the reception.
What a wacky, zany play. First, the official jars the ball loop. We didn't even have the chance to talk about that.
Yeah, you're going to see here quickly on that replay. There was the tip right there at the line of scrimmage, and that's what caused the ball to be incomplete. But, yeah, you're right. We'll come back to that here in just a second.
But, yeah, the official jarred the ball loose, and then the ball didn't hit the pylon, but the head linesman thought it did. Down goes Holland. They do it again. Andre Ortega.
Ortega, another huge play on that one as, again, Holland tries to step up, but he steps right into the hands of Ortega. Here it is right here. You're going to see Holland make the step up right here. Ortega comes off the block, makes the tackle.
For about 3 quarters, this Titan offensive line did a great job of pass protecting, but it's breaking down. I wonder if they're getting gassed out there.
Could be. Could be.
3rd down, blitz coming. They run into it somehow. Keep the balance. Romero not close to picking up a first, but got 6 when it looked like he might get tackled behind the line. Brian Chotu again tripped him up, and with a minute and a half to go, they've got to go for it here.
Yeah, great job by Ortega to escape pressure that time. You know, I thought he was going to get tackled behind the line. Watch this shot at the end and make sure this isn't helmet-to-helmet contact. Let's see, here it comes right there. They'll look like shoulder, but boy, big play here on 4th down.
Got to have 5. Boy, he's running for his life here, and Jayden Holland, down he goes, but a flag is down at the line of scrimmage. We'll check out the penalty here.
Boy, if this is an offside call against the Raiders, it's going to give the Titans life. They brought everybody that time.
Boy,
Scott,
did they?
Yeah, they had everybody up front. They were, you know, thinking, hey, we're going to blitz, rush the passer here, see what we can do. But big call coming up in this ball game.
Offsides on the defense, 5 yards, 4th down.
It's going to be short, so it's going to be 4th and inches here.
Yeah, look at him bring the pressure right up the middle.
And this is important here, this call, because, well, no, it's not. The official said 4th down. They're going to call it a first down. They've set the chains.
On the defense, the result of the penalty is the 1st down, South Garland.
All right, so it's going to be a first down, 1:05 to go. That's big because now they don't have to worry about getting the first down. They've only got 1 timeout to work with, though.
Got to work the sideline here as much as possible. You got plenty of time, so you can have a couple of plays in the middle. There comes another run by Romero.
And a flag comes in for a holding. Romero to the edge. Chotu wrestling with him. Picks up 9. This is probably going to be coming back, though. I don't know that our statistician can keep up with the penalties are happening so fast.
Holding. On the offense, number 77, 10 yards from the previous spot, 1st down.
Our stat grid shows 15 flags. I think they're about 4 behind, though.
For sure, you're going to see the handoff here. Boy, another great job by Romero to break through the initial line of scrimmage right there. A nice run. Again, all for naught. And now it becomes important as the clock continues to run. You said the Titans only had that 1 timeout.
South Garland only with about 108 rushing yards tonight. They continue to try to keep it on the ground. Look at that pressure. Nice job by Holland, but he can only do so much. Down he goes. Sacked back at the 30. That time, David Keenum.
Boy, Holland appears hobbled as well. The Titans going to have to use that final timeout. Watch him step
South
up in the
Garland.
pocket. Nice play
That's
there,
their
but the pressure
and
just too
final
much.
timeout
Collapses
of the
on
second
him.
half.
Boy, he's very nifty at sliding in that pocket and maintains his balance, keeps his eyes downfield. Does a really good job, and he has been pressured immensely the last 2 or 3 drives.
Yeah, he definitely has. And again, they had to use their final timeout here. Going to be interesting to see what they call. You know, because of that holding penalty, you know, facing that 20-yard gap right there on the play or whatever, they're looking downfield. And with the way the Raider pressure is coming up the middle, Scott, they're going to have to get some quick throws out, I think, to the sideline from this point forward.
You know, and that some might say, well, that's just simply stating the obvious. But it's not really that obvious for a Titan team that they don't really like to have to get those chunk plays like that through the. That's why we've seen so many handoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
In this situation. "35 seconds to go. Got to have a field goal to tie. Holland again pressure. Down he goes again. 4 guys came straight at him. Zarin Willis. It's almost like they're rushing on air down there now.
Yeah, they're getting pressure, and the blocking just breaking down up front. Boy, Holland tries to escape, but he really should have thrown that one away if he could have gotten outside of the pocket.
3rd and almost 40.
Yeah, it's going to go back even more now because that's going to be a procedure call, looks like.
I meant 45.
Boy, what a shame for the Titans, too. You know, they had a 1st and 10 at the 42, and now, again, 3 consecutive negative plays here have really forced their hand. It's going to be 3rd and forever.
False start on the offense, number 50. By rule, there's a 10-second runoff.
Is the game over?
Ball game.
Oh, my goodness. It's fitting that the game ends like that. A zany, crazy game ends with North Garland picking up a 3-point win, 29-26, and the game ends with a runoff.
Boy, what a fantastic game. Hate to see it end like that. The resiliency of both ball clubs, right? You know, both of them got down at times in the game, came back or whatever to score. You know, hats off to North Garland here. Great win for them. You feel so bad for the Titans. And like you said, what a fitting way to end the game. We've had some wacky stuff go on tonight. That's just another example.
We had an official that jarred the ball loose, caused a fumble that was picked up, returned down toward the goal line. It was ruled to have hit the pylon on a touchback. That was just in the last, 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's just been a one of those games, and whoever lost this game was not going to be very happy about it. But, hey, a great game here at Homer B. Jonson Stadium, 29-26. So North Garland picks up the district victory tonight. They do it by virtue of outgaining South 329 to 271. And they rushed for almost 270 yards and limited South Garland to 90 yards on the ground. Player of the game tonight might be Cameron Shaw, who only threw for 36 yards, but he completed 7 balls, ran for 150. How about Trent Hill, though? Scored the 2 touchdowns in the first half, had almost 90 yards. He was 18 for 85. And how about the receiving from Mateo Howard and the quarterbacking? Man, caught 5 balls. He caught 5, ran for 33, and threw for 25. Wow.
Yeah, big game for Howard, especially in that 4th quarter.
How about the quarterbacking of Jaden Holland, 19 of 30 for 181. He had a good game tonight. Romero, 10 rushes, 68 yards. But what about Ramon Franco? 2 touchdown grabs, 9 catches. He was really good in tonight's ballgame. Final score one more time. It's North Garland 29 and South 26. For everybody that's helped out tonight, we want to thank Delbert Richardson, our executive producer. Thanks to Ryan Garner, the entire crew. What a game tonight. Steve Reeves. We will see you next time. My name is Scott Garner from Homer B. Jonson Stadium. North Garland wins it by 3 tonight. Good night, and God bless.